So it's brought to my attention that someone, and it only has to be the Veterans Affairs at this point because that's only the only places and locations that I have been dealing with medically outside Planned Parenthood of Florida, but definitely the Veterans Affairs. Now it's brought to my attention that they released this information of my medical record because I was like, damn. She also tried to mention like, oh, Dr. Hayes McGivens. She knows she fit to be going down in the worst way. She gonna be the first one to go. Then Dr. Perez is gonna be the next one to go. You know what I'm saying? And all the rest of them, the Dr. Torres, oh, they gonna take her ass down in the worst way. Those three main doctors are going to be the main ones to be taken outside of whoever was the providers and the technicians and clinicians at the UCF Lake Nona emergency room. So all parties involved, also Planned Parenthood Kissimmee off of I think it's in Oak Plaza, right? Because those results and then what they plan to do illegally to my body, my reproduction, right? They know what they did. Both doctors. And the doctor and the nurse practitioner, right? So it's brought to my attention that they've now where they was doing via Geico, so it means someone tried to do a death life insurance policy via Geico, someone had one for AAPR, and this recent one that they're really trying to track and watch is via Geico life insurance. So in order for them to claim it, right, that means say if they try to prove this and then they can put me in a psych ward or whatever and then try to say, hey, this person passed away, but you're in a psych ward. So most of the time, a lot of these places do not put these people into the census or they do not include them, or they will sit there and put like, say you could be thinking someone passed on, right? But the whole time they have these people locked up in psych wards. So it's a lot of people claiming how you call it, people on paper with death certificates, and unbeknownst to anyone else, those people are still alive, but doing repetitive medication administration, it will cause the person to either eventually to get either mentally, emotionally, psychologically incapacitated, or they lose like certain abilities, or it's like they're zone out type things. So these were people, this is medical field, so somebody the case of medical malpractice, along with if these were religious people that work together, is currently they're doing their policy via Geico, and with them trying to claim this from the Veterans Affairs. In my situation is Veterans Affairs, and these are relatives trying to use Geico. I could feel somebody's heart just like literally just dropped to the pit of their stomach, because it's like shit. Because what she ended up doing, what she shouldn't have done, because it's like, well, she ain't mentioned it, so it's no way that she's going to know that we were involved. And I was going to know and pay attention due to the simple fact, well, it seems like you have THC in your system, and the VA doesn't, FDA approved that, whatever, right? And it also shows that, your lab still said you wasn't pregnant or whatever the case may be. I was like, yeah, right. But the one part that really stuck out when McGivens did that stupid shit was, oh, well, you do smoke. And I'm like, what does me smoking have to do with us having this conversation? So that right there tells me, Shalita, why you keep getting ads from like life insurance policies and stuff like that. And the main recent ones was like Allstate and Geico. And with them, like if these people doing their proper job, they'll see that some of these got AARP policies. These other ones will have Geico, and then Yeah. AARP, Geico, and Allstate. Those are the life insurance currently policies open. But in order to do so, that would mean that they would have had to release my medical records to someone. They would literally have to do that. But you would have to have people on record. I intentionally made sure I had no one on any of my records, meaning Sheila's not on there, Joshua is not on there, and Joshua used to be like if anything had happened to me, I had wanted certain things to go to him. But when I realized that, something was up in the air, I had just basically took him off. He was like the last person that I would have used at that time, but that was in Puerto Rico, right? But however, which brought to my attention that when I was in Puerto Rico and they was trying to do the stuff over here in the States, that's how they made the claim. Oh, she's gone, she's dead, because during the time that I was trying to leave, when they got super aggressive, like I could tell when they were claiming the policy of getting the life insurance policies and they was getting the money was when they got real aggressive, and that was October of 2023. But they really started doing it around, I want to say like give or take September of 2023. But October of 2023, that's when they got aggressive. So that's when they got the first claim, and they was claiming it in the over here in Florida, but I was in Puerto Rico, which allowed them to get away with what it was that they were doing. So technically they were putting on a death certificate that I was already gone, which mean that they would carry over to this point of saying, oh, she's not here, she doesn't exist, whatever, whatever, right? But however, these are the same people. Somebody's sitting here freaking the fuck out. Like, how? That means with that as well, James had got a claim in this situation. That would have mean at that time Sheila got part of that claim, and then either Patrick and Regina, but they end up splitting it, with with the boy I was with. So that clearly allows me to know they was eating very, very good, but it also means that the Veterans Affairs in San Juan would have been able to claim a life insurance. So Veterans Affairs in San Juan was able to take on the claim because if I was under their care and taking particular medications, which they had to use that in their records in order to try to do those things, but with me having so much THC, they would literally have to manipulate those records to say like, hey, well they passed away from an overdose, or they passed away because they drowned, or they passed away because something happened, or they went to these places because I love to explore the island. Oh, we just couldn't find her. She probably took medicine. She was out of her mind. That's the claim that they used in 2022, 2023 to use that life insurance policy. But however, the thing of it is, they didn't realize when they were going to go do this again that it was like, okay, well, if this person is so dead, what are they doing here? So that's where that investigation came in. That's why I'm like, hold up. So Tennessee knew it because that means they would have had to file one in Tennessee, file one here in Florida, and then of course they could have filed the one in Puerto Rico. As soon as I got off the island, that's when they were able to take their claim and take their money, which was like 100K or so in Puerto Rico. So that would be Dr. Torres, Dr. Miranda, whatever. So when I was responding to her, well, you're no longer in our care, bitch. Pipe your motherfucking tone down, because now your ass fit to get like, as soon as they could find where the fuck these motherfuckers at, because I know Dr. Torres, Dr. Miranda, because she would have had to do the paperwork to do the diagnosis, but it's like, oh, wait a minute, hold up. No, we ain't doing that. So then when it comes to the religious aspect, this is like, say, Sheila did one, James and his mama did one. Out of that claim that would have been given, oh boy one, but then it also would have gave the Veterans Affairs one because that's where the care came in. But then it's like, they would have been able to get away with this again if they were able to prove that I was psychologically or mentally incompetent or not capable of doing what it is that I do, paying my bills, going whatever it is, right? hence being them trying to mess with the phone, them doing all this other stuff. But it's like, how are we able to prove that when this person is still able, regardless if I stayed in a hotel or not, I was still able to pay to be there, right? I might have just run out of, certain funds to be able to eat or something like that, but it didn't make me fucking incompetent. That was just certain shit where it was just like sort of, better money management or whatever the case may be. So when I got here, that meant for them to like, okay, well, we're gonna try to do the indirect bait and switch, or without the bait and switch, we're gonna do an ultimate setup where we can get away with it religiously, right? Because it was like they did this before, but when they did it before, where I can honestly say, if they didn't try to claim to say, oh, her name is Sharita, they would use my different names. So Sharita Chapman, Sharita Ponce, and then now I'm Sharita Taylor, right? They will go as far as, if it's Sheila, all of them, they'll go as far as using Sharita Luter. That's how they've been getting this motherfucking money. That's how the fuck they've been getting this money. I can't make it up. So when they use Sharita Luter, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I got news that she, passed on. That's how they was able to do it in Texas, Oklahoma, Indiana, Illinois, and then, of course, here in Florida, Puerto Rico, and then motherfuckers in North Carolina was able to eat off of that. So then when they realized that they could keep doing it, it's like, okay, well, if Sharita Chapman is gone, okay, where's Sharita Ponce, right? And if we can't use Sharita Ponce no more, then we're gonna use the Sharita Taylor, which is now the last result for them to do that. But it's like, but if who's Sharita Ponce? Like whoever it is, they gotta get fucking questioned about this shit. But it's like it's all still the same one. All it meant was the last name change, and hence using the credit report, right? But as I'm sitting here looking at it, I was like, these people is either the dumbest criminals in the world, or they're really, really just fucking desperate to get away with this money. But in order to still do what it is that they're doing, they will have to literally at this point prove incompetence. But this is also these people knowing she knows the truth. She knows the truth. We got to get the fuck rid of you, including with those at the church, which they did this one. Sharita Chapman, when I was younger, so they used Sharita Luter. They used the Luter last name at that time. If they didn't use Luter, they used King. So it's just like, if they didn't use King, it was Jones. It was one of those three names that they used at that time when I was little. So when I was in like 2000, I would say between 2000 and 2004, that's when they used either Luter, King, or Jones. They had to use one of those three names, but they wasn't using Sharita. Like they would literally switch up my fucking name because it would get to a point where, how do you spell my name again? And they'd be like, you don't need to know your motherfucking name. Like as a little girl, they would literally tell me that you don't need to know your name. Like what the fuck? How the fuck would I need to know my name? But that's how they've been getting the money for all these motherfucking years. And then when they will figure that type of stuff out, because the Sharita Darshell, Georgetta ended up slipping up one time, like before she got ready to get off the crack or whatever. She was like, yeah, I was able to come up with Darshell because one of my friends, like every time she said, and I was just like, huh? And then Rhonda would look at her like, hey, Peppers, and she'll get her to get off the subject or whatever. So I always knew Sharita wasn't my real name, but what other choice do I have to run with it? You know what I'm saying? Especially as a kid, it's like, how much can you dig for information if a person always want to bogart you? And it got to a point, I want to say around the time I was like 12, I just started fighting back because I got tired of them always putting their hands on me. So Sheila would literally use that excuse to the point, like when I say she would use that shit to the man, she don't want to see me happy. She always trying to put her hands on me. But it's like, are you telling them what you doing every time that they bring me to you? You get mad because you didn't get the money that you wanted out of any of these dudes. So I would end up having to take the heat behind closed doors, where everybody used to glorify like, oh, look at Sharita. But do you know what Sharita have to suffer through when she's behind closed doors? Like, it'll be a motherfucker so quick to be like, oh, you look like this, you don't look like what you go through. That shit be pissing me the fuck off. That's why when this dude was trying to talk to me, I'm just like, bro, I was like so fucking uninterested. And I get that you just want to talk, but you're disregarding what I'm saying. So that's why I was like, I don't even really like, I don't plan on calling him or nothing, because it was like, bro, you're disregarding this shit. And then when I realized my energy was getting drained, I was like, you a vampire. And I told his ass straight up to his fucking face, like, I don't like that shit. But it was just like all that shit. I was like, "Are you from Louisiana?" I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, cool." But that right there was enough for me to just like fucking know, like, with all these people, what they doing, and then wanted to try to cover exactly what it is that they were doing. That's why I was able to uncover. I was like, why would this motherfucker have any reason to go against me so fucking hard? But because it was like, I ain't did nothing, I ain't stole nothing from you, I ain't ever give you no reason to think nothing. But then it was like, when he started moving, I was like, either a police got a hold or somebody that was with my folks that can actually pull this man's information and stuff like that. It allowed me to fucking know what the game was. But it was like, sure, you know what, keep it low key. Just keep it low key. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not the type of person that you know, like, no fucking hateful. It's certain shit you just gotta, like, you just gotta eat that shit. It's certain shit that you just gotta fucking eat. Because even though it's like, it's all grounds to fucking crash out and just really go for fucking blood for a lot of people. Because it's like everything that these motherfuckers doing, and some of these motherfuckers being bold the fuck enough to even show they fucking face, and them knowing that I know that they participating in this shit, it's like, I'm gonna let you live. I'm not mad enough yet. I'm not. And it's like, I feel bad for the person that ever gets me to that fucking place. But it's like, ain't no need to, because it's like, it's already bad enough. I was like, y'all low lives. Y'all don't know no better. That's why the same way you want to run to the Bible and use fucking script, the same way I'm gonna use the same shit on you. Forgive them for what the fuck you don't know, bitch. I have to. I have zero choice, but y'all don't know no better, clearly. And it's like little kids and grown ass bodies. Like literally every single one of them is like, I'm dealing with little kids and grown ass bodies. Our people swear up and down that they grown, because grown people converse. Grown people are able to have conversations whether you agree or disagree. These will be people that swear up and down that they have emotional intelligence, but here we are. Here the fuck we are. You may not like what the fuck I do. I don't like what the fuck you do. We agree to dis the fucking agree, but at the same time, you got more darker skeletons than you could ever sit there try to dig on me, because it ain't shit to fucking hide. You can say many other fucking things. You can say. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, I'm not no motherfucking liar. I ain't got no reason to lie about shit I say, do, move, behave, how I said it. You might not like how the fuck I'm gonna say some shit. Sometimes I'll check myself, sometimes I won't, because sometimes it be you coming with the energy, so you needed to be told how the fuck I told you. And you need to chill out and worry about how the fuck. I ain't got to chill out with not a motherfucking thing about how the fuck I said it. You gonna fucking accept it or not? Because ain't shit aggressive about somebody just telling you what the fuck it is. Period. And these will be a moment, I deserve respect. You don't even respect your motherfucking self. How the fuck you asking for respect and you don't respect your goddamn self as a man, let alone as a woman? None of these people respect themselves. If you respected yourself, you will be able to say, hey, let me sit down with you. This bothered me. I may not like how you said this or whatever, but this is what it is that was brought to me, blah, blah, blah. But however, none of these fucking people did that shit. That's how I know I'm dealing with fucking little ass kids and grown ass bodies. Ooh, well, if I can't get them like this, we're gonna go like this, and they're not gonna have no clue that we're doing this. I gotta go to church. So you get the church to back up your bullshit. Y'all not embarrassed about that? Because I'm embarrassed for if y'all got motherfucking kids and family and they don't know you doing this shit. I feel fucking embarrassed for them motherfuckers. That's an embarrassment. Because all it takes is for one person to wake the fuck up, and then the rest of the motherfuckers wake up and sit there and throw that shit into y'all motherfucking face, even if they participated. That shit right there. These are people that they do not know how to handle shame, embarrassment. These are people that have some of the dirtiest, stickiest, nastiest, dirty shit, even if they was in fucking college. Shit, most of the time, some of these females that end up getting these 4-year, 12-year degrees, and they families weren't able to even afford for them to fully go to college, they was fucking for the buck. I ain't even gonna hold you. Shit, you could used to see the motherfuckers do that shit in fucking community college. The fuck? The audacity. Like, just because you got it doesn't mean that your ass went out there trucking and fucking and doing what the hell you needed to do just to go ahead and be able to get them motherfucking ramen noodle. That's the craziest shit to me. And then you better run to, no, bitch, you better go ahead and start accepting your own fucking sin before you sitting there trying to run to the pastor, the sinister, or the fucking priest to sit there and ask them to accept your motherfucking sin. Honor that shit. And then somebody, bring that shit to your motherfucking face and you feel like you got to do some honorary shit to their ass. Bitch, you ain't came to clear acceptance to what the fuck you did. You still ashamed and you still motherfucking embarrassed. There's a lot of fucking people on this table that should be fucking embarrassed about themselves, about what the fuck they doing. A lot of y'all motherfuckers are really too much not concerned because disbarred, no longer able to practice. Some of y'all motherfuckers won't even be able to touch government, federal work, let alone open fucking businesses because of this shit. A lot of these people won't. You want to go open up, like, in order for them to do this life insurance policy, that would mean I would have to consent for these people to have access to my medical record. I would have to consent to them being able to do that. And even when they do get ready to do this, they must, hey, Sharita, I wanted to make you aware that such and such and such and such just asked for a copy of your medical record. I ain't got no proof of any of y'all, and they ain't got no motherfucking recording to say that they ever fucking spoke to me to say that I gave them authorization for anybody to take my motherfucking medical records. And I guarantee, like I said, they took full opportunity of this shit to do it when I was in fucking Puerto Rico. That was the second go around, if not the first. Oh, she must have took herself out after she had her son. She was so grief stricken and oh my God. And then we went to go try to play the delusional crazy shit. And how I knew that they was trying to play the delusional crazy shit, it was because dude was really trying to come at me sideways. I was like, you sure? And I would literally sit there and ask him, are you sure you want to do that? Are you sure you want to do that? And he stood firm on it. It's like, all right, cool, back. Stand on that. Because you'll need me way before I ever fucking need you, bruh. Because this shit can get real fucking sticky. This ain't no, I do 1 year, 2 years in motherfucking prison. Nah, nigga, this is life. Because these are people that didn't even know at the same time before they got involved in this shit that I had cases way before all this shit happened with my son and way before that fucking divorce. This is where the aha, that's what the fuck you get type shit. And then this is also one of those where somebody was like, well, yeah, we could look into Sharita Taylor, but you wasn't looking into the right information though. That's how the dirty fucking feds that's been working with they motherfucking asses getting caught up in this shit. That's how the fuck they getting caught up in it. And it's like somebody right now sitting here in fucking fear. How the fuck you in fear to talk to somebody and say something? And it's like, I want to do this or whatever. But it's, okay, who gives a fuck about what you did? If you gonna sit there and fucking apologize, I'll fucking apologize. Like, that shit is annoying. Like, I don't know, that they words cut deep and it be hurting my motherfucking feelings. Okay, your feelings will be all right. Motherfuckers know how to make that shit fucking better, but shit, at least take the motherfucking hardest hit of the situation and honor the fact that you did that shit. I guarantee you a lot of this shit will fucking alleviate a lot of y'all bitch asses pain, but y'all so gun home about the shit that y'all doing right now. Carry on. Because like I said, you looking at the future fucking $1 billion girl off a fucking case that a lot of motherfuckers, including, I don't give a fuck if you a detective, I need y'all to hurry the fuck up. Ain't no reason for nobody have to wait this fucking long for me to figure out every piece of the fucking detail of this case. And God forbid that you a fucking fed that gotta finally fucking tell me some shit. And it's like, why we're not getting the reaction or response? You ain't gonna ever get that shit. Because why the fuck did I have to wait for something? But the grace of the Most High, y'all lucky as the fuck that I have to be obedient to certain shit. It's not men that I'm being fucking obedient to. A lot of y'all motherfuckers would have been already in the motherfucking grave. I swear to you. I give you my motherfucking word. Ain't no need for me to fucking swear because I can give you a guarantee. The bit of fucking humanity that I did have was because I had kids. I ain't gotta be shamed about it. I ain't gotta be embarrassed about shit. Oh, that's why no man wants you. I don't give a fuck if a man want me or not. I am who the fuck I am. That's why y'all end up unaliving King Von. Y'all knew at the same time that That's why y'all end up unaliving that boy King Von. He was a threat to y'all motherfucking power because that motherfucking boy was willing to go ahead and go to limit. It's either you or him. He had to look out for fucking him. So in order for that shit, y'all sitting there making fucking war on the Chicago streets. And some of these Chicago streets, I guarantee you, some motherfuckers real close to me. Y'all real close to me too. And if the word on the street get back to that man daddy about who y'all are related to me by, y'all claim by motherfucking blood, I swear to you, y'all got more bigger problem than anything. And I guarantee street justice or in the court of law. Choose. And considering the information that I have, yeah, these are motherfuckers that don't mind motherfucking war for real. They don't mind war for real. Shit, when a motherfucker hungry and hungry. And some of them real thirsty for motherfucking blood, and this ain't vampire shit. Because all they needed to know, you got these motherfuckers out here with their head fucked up thinking it's somebody from this block, this block. Yeah, it might have been somebody from this block, but the person from that block, though, I'm going to tell you who they related to, though. And when I tell you who the fuck they related to, y'all, I hope y'all prepare for it. And then I'm going to tell you who all knew about it, too. And reason being why they moving, how they been moving lately. Because if the information gets to motherfucking Lil Durk about it, and Lil Durk go ahead and spare the word to it. That's why y'all been trying to go ahead and keep him busy so he don't get to looking in their music industry. You see? Music industry got involved in this bullshit. Why the fuck would you get involved in this shit? Because y'all know most of the time, 10 times out of 10, some of these motherfuckers where you getting them from and where they come from, they own that. Most of the time, like I said, there's a lot of motherfucking celebrities around this bitch. You must have fucking forgot where the fuck you came from. You see? The only one that I already know I'm chilling. K-Dot been chilling in the motherfucking background. He's like, hey. But his shit is good, but what the fuck y'all been doing right there in the hood? Got a problem. I'm 1,000% sure. In Nipsey Hussle, Ethereum or some shit like that. In Nipsey Ethereum, right? I guarantee if they really, you claim it was a nobody that hit his folks, but they really knew who them folks was connected to, them folks who connected them motherfuckers to go do this shit, the music industry got a way bigger fucking problem than the word about a fucking music artist, because these are some motherfuckers, they'll take out your motherfucking music artist where your music fucking company will no longer stand, and y'all been fucking going for the last, 50 years? 60, 70, damn near 100 years? It's motherfuckers that don't really give a fuck about that. They hungry right now. We got inflation. We got tariffs and shit. We got other bullshit to fucking worry about than a motherfucking immigration fucking riot. But yeah, we got to create a motherfucking distraction, because at the same time, you stopping up motherfucking money when it comes to them guns, coke, children, whatever the fuck you want to name it. We got a problem, though. Y'all needed me sleep. I don't, it's other motherfuckers that don't know what the fuck they talk about. I'm on that. I don't need y'all motherfucking approval to sit there. I don't need a motherfucking 1,000 or 100,000 motherfucking views to know what the fuck I'm talking about, cuz. Reason being why we gotta keep her trapped right here in fucking Florida, because she hit that motherfucking California, and it's all they motherfucking road. All the reason why they want to keep me right here, because if I hit where the fuck Mo 3 was at, y'all got a motherfucking problem. Let me go hit where Tech 9 is. Hey, T Grizzly, y'all remember? Hey, it's some of y'all motherfucking artists right now. Some of these motherfuckers want certain shit to be shh. Some of y'all motherfuckers out here really be on y'all shit. Y'all do know how to do music. You do know how to do this shit. They stealing your shit. You sitting there thinking like, wait a minute. But you don't know what shit you wrote. You don't know what you put on your SoundCloud. You don't know what beats you made. Will made it. Shit, did he? Y'all be sitting here just trying to play certain shit, but then it's like, hold up, wait a minute, what? Ain't no fucking punking me, ain't no motherfucking fear. Which also let me know FIFA have been all the way up in this motherfucking football, NFL fucking industry, all up in this shit. You gotta be real big fucking elite to do with the shit that y'all been doing to me. This ain't no little motherfucking shit. But y'all got a little bit too comfortable because y'all felt someone would not be able to elaborate effectively or efficiently who and all and what that you would do it to and how you would do it. Who you would pay to do it. Shit, y'all stupid as enough to fucking pay a fucking crackhead. But depending on a crackhead that love his fucking money enough, shit, some of them know how to handle their motherfucking addictions. Pill poppers can sometimes handle their addictions. Shit, a heroin motherfucker, hey, it only goes so fucking far. Until you give their ass the wrong motherfucking dose, hey, heroin can only go so fucking far. These cocaine motherfucking baseheads, these motherfuckers made it to fucking 50 years old from the time they've been doing this shit since they was like maybe 6 or 8 years old. Shit, any motherfucker that been doing fucking cocaine since they was about 6 or 12, you mean to fucking tell me that they ass can't? Okay. What's his name? Mexican OT? Shit. He ain't had no shame about it. But some of these motherfucking celebrities don't even fucking realize they talking to fucking feds. But you coming for a motherfucker over some goddamn life insurance policy. All I ask for is my fucking money so I can be in peace while y'all sit here doing this bullshit hoping we can break them like this. You ain't breaking me shit about nothing. Especially with, oh, you want to take the kids? By all means. Y'all know I had the fucking kids with the karmic shit. So y'all know I get the fucking all this other bullshit that you trying to do occult wise, esoteric wise, and religious wise. On the fucking human shit. This shit is fucking mortal. But when I was looking to be part of society, here we are with the fuck shit. You giving fucking same fucking people that don't know how to manage their fucking money. And I guarantee a hell of a lot of these motherfuckers, when it's time for this shit to go out, I guarantee you that these motherfuckers ain't even gonna have the fucking money to get their asses the fuck out. For one, afford the type of lawyer that they're fucking gonna need. And 3, they ain't gonna even have a fucking enough to fucking pay me. So, what common sense would it fucking mean? Give this bitch what the fuck we can right now versus we gonna go ahead and be one while we're trying to do this humiliation shit. Cause what the fuck I'm gonna be humiliated with? Cause where the fuck was the police when y'all already seen the fucking VHSs that they had of me since I was fucking 4? Y'all knew this shit. What happened to them DVDs? What happened to those pictures that y'all caught from the fucking forum out there in Gracefield? What happened to that shit? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to be remembering this shit, right? You see? But when I'm reporting that shit in 2017 about my own motherfucking kid, this is how long it take. But gratefully, there was another detective willing to take the shit seriously. So now everybody that got involved who was stupid enough to fall for the dumb shit, and when I was looking to help motherfucking people, they wasn't using this. They went through one ear out the other. Ha ha ha, we're gonna laugh with our friends. I'm gonna smile in their face and I'm gonna laugh behind their back. Ha ha ha, jokes on you, dumb dicks. Cause at the same time, y'all ain't realize what the fuck I had going on in the background. So versus y'all asking about certain shit, you gotta understand what states did she go to? Where all did she visit? Where is this and where is that? Y'all didn't ask all them questions. You see? So now we gotta see here. What you give out is what the fuck you give. You want to give seduction and shit. These are motherfucking people that will swear up and down that they can use you. That's why I try to teach, especially when it comes to fucking men. And when I was trying to teach my son, don't think with your dick, son. Because that's how the fuck they gonna get you every fucking time. When they think you sitting there out there chasing ass and dick and shit like that, that's how the fuck they gonna get you to fall every fucking time. That's how they get you slipping, drinking, fucking, gambling. That's how the fuck they gonna get you. Or tricking. If you ain't tricking doing 304, but these are bitches. It ain't tricking if you got it. Okay. Be that trick. But you gonna be the same motherfucker they flip. Depending on how much you spending and what whip you out here fucking trying to splurge and be all up in the motherfucking person's face. Shit, the highest paid, even for certain fucking billionaires, yeah, they might ride around every now and again in a nice ass whip. To 10 times out of 10, the most fucking richest person you ever fucking know will be a motherfucker riding around in a motherfucking Toyota. You be like, huh? And got fucking billions in the motherfucking world. But y'all quick to sit here and want to splurge and be flashy and shit. Oh, I'm going over here and I'm going over here. I hope every single last one of them cruises was worth it, motherfuckers. I hope you sitting there buying all this new shit, the cars, and trying to get all the jewelry, trying to get up with the little new fashion. Hope some of y'all got, y'all bodies done, but you ain't gonna be able to afford the fucking, the touch up and the maintenance of that shit. Cause that same what you just spit right now is what you gonna have to spend depending on if you got breasts done, your booty done, your legs and shit. So just understand right now what you got right now. Shit, you can't get it touched up if you locked up. There you go. There you go. You can't get it touched up if you're locked up. So imagine getting a breast augmentation that needs to be retouched up after 3 years or 4 or 5 years. Looks like certain shit is gonna be leaking into your body. Imagine getting a fucking BBL or some shit like that. Or shit. God forbid you just got a fresh one and you get caught up in this bullshit. Oh, I can't afford my drainages and all that. And it sounds fucking personal. You wasn't thinking about none of that shit before you start participating in this shit, remember? Remember, Amber? You remember Jalissa? You remember that? You remember that, Emma? You remember that, Emma? Remember? Yeah. Investment going down the motherfucking drain. These is even niggas talking about, I like my bitches looking like this. Nigga, you couldn't even catch a bitch like that before you even got the bullshit little bit of money that you do got right now. And 10 times out of 10 is going to be a bitch that sat there and spent the shit up. And now you sitting here trying to figure out how the fuck I'm going to re-up. Ain't no re up. You let that little, I wanted this. All right, okay, that motherfucker spent your motherfucking money up. And God forbid that they know something fit to happen. They fit to, Christina's not here. Oh, and your little tramp? Yeah, she cleared out all your bank accounts and everything like that. And she took the kids. You see? Somebody literally fit to deal with a fucking situation just like that. And somebody sitting there, they feeling a stink in their asshole. Somebody feeling a sting in their asshole right now. Because they sitting there like, oh shit. Like, no, y'all didn't think about all that shit. These are people that do not think about this shit. It's like, what the fuck are y'all thinking about when you're doing this stupid shit? Where's my water? That part right there just hitting my motherfucking head. But these will be people that are just, you get in bed with anything, you know what I'm saying? It's like going to bed with a dog with fucking fleas. These motherfuckers are sitting there thinking, well, they've been doing this for years and they started this business with this and this, but you gotta understand they gotta still keep making, maintaining it, right? So off maintaining it, some of this shit is gonna turn into a class action lawsuit unbeknownst to some of these motherfuckers. Case overturned. Case in favor of the person falsely accused. Ma'am, do you want to press charges? Sure the fuck do. So y'all better be praying that they ain't got y'all names on them shit. I don't give a fuck who you is. Single parent or not. You should have thought about that. You should have thought about that. Girl, let me, Because we not talking, shit, even my spirit seed said, We ain't talking about it, baby. We ain't talking about it. We ain't talking about it. We ain't talking about that no more. Because if y'all was really fucking apologetic about it, because this is like a motherfucker sitting there in shock, like how the fuck she knew how we did the insurance fraud and all this other shit. Bitch, it ain't that difficult for you to go ahead and do what type of fraud you did. And then it's like getting access to the Social Security, because the only person that they would have been able to do that with was the last person I laid with. And in order for him to do that, you had to give him the Social Security information to claim it. And then on top of that, you want to know who else gave it to him? San Juan Veterans Affairs. Because they used the last fucking advance directive that I had. Sharita, do you have an advance directive? Do you have an emergency contact? I sure the fuck don't have nobody on my emergency contact. I told Dr. McGibbons that no one on my emergency contact or an updated advance directive. And I did that intentionally. And I didn't know why my spirit had guided me to do that so long ago. And it was just like, okay. I made sure I updated that shit. I made sure that I still got my copy. It's in one of these motherfucking things. I made sure that I kept up with it just in case that they got ready to pull this slick shit right here. That's why I was just like, oh, because that now means they forging shit in the Veterans Affairs system. And I get what? I'm just trying to see what dates y'all got on here. Because now we got to have a whole different conversation because now you got to prove that you see me. Now they got to prove and come up with this elaborate conversation to say, yeah, you know, you remember we had this? No, we did not have that. That would mean that you would have to schedule in there to say that you actually communicated with me around this time. You see? Because it's like, damn, well, instead of, you know, that last little motherfucker trying to sit there and say, like, Shrita, you know, you're supposed to be the secret. Like, motherfucker, okay, I can keep certain things, but the one thing for sure, two things are certain. Don't sit there and fucking lie to me. Don't lie to me. That's how motherfuckers get embarrassed and be acting like they motherfucking feelings is hurt. You don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie to me. Because I'm not going to lie to you. Don't be fucking scared about what the fuck a person gonna say to you when you know you fucked up and you did some fuck shit to somebody. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But the fact that you decide to do that, you're gonna have your own problem. And these are people that created their own shit show and their own fucking problem. And now this is perjury. This is defamation. This is false information, malpractice, HIPAA violation, and then some. And then the beauty of it, premeditated murder, conspiracy to commit murder, RICO, hate crimes, because you want to know why it's going to turn into a hate crime? Because the Spanish Latino community, y'all went hard than a motherfucker on this shit. And I got the proof on it. All the motherfuckers from when I was living in Puerto Rico and how y'all try to block me in that bitch. It's a hate crime. So you wonder why a motherfucker ain't, I ain't mad. It's just, it's when they gonna get ready to drop these warrants and however the fuck they trying to do it. And I might be speaking on certain shit of how they've been trying to do it a little bit more discreetly because it's like whatever the fuck you doing right now, y'all showing being greedy, gluttonous, sinful of every fucking sin that there is in the goddamn city. And then it's like I'm feeling like the good FBI is literally sitting back having a fucking like, wow, they really are going for this, and they got the audacity to go back to the church. I see why this person's like this. It's clearly somebody sitting back watching this shit like, so they're going to do this and then be having the audacity to go back to the church and then have the audacity to do it's crazy. It's crazy. And then it's like, we trying to prove that this person is crazy and need to go to how sway? How, where when I'm sitting here giving more logical fucking advice than the motherfucking psychiatrist and the psychologist fucking combined. While this motherfucking psychiatrist or psychologist been sitting here trying to figure out how they can come up with this elaborate ass lie that they know ain't gonna motherfucking work. Because, you know, the crazy thing about this fucking psychiatrist or the psychologist, you will have to say that you've been speaking to me up until current. Who y'all got to say that? Nobody. Who do you have to say that they actually have been in close proximity to me? No one. You see? I want to say I did this last appointment with McGivens April, and that was video health call. You see? It was video health. You see? And now here we are with the nonsense and bullshit, but it's like, how the fuck? Because you sit there and insult somebody else's intelligence, and now I get to insult yours with the fucking PhDs and degrees that y'all motherfucking carry. Somebody's name is Carrie, Katie, Kathy, or some shit like that. Like I said, I'm standing strong and standing firm on what the fuck I said. I want my motherfucking money. If my baby, my marking pool, and my girls is good, I need y'all to go ahead and get them here. There should be no reason why I have to fucking move around and do shit. Because all this bullshit that y'all pull, And on top of that, therapy and all that included, because I'm pretty sure that they traumatized my motherfucking kids. Trust and believe. Y'all gonna get the paybacks a bitch out of this motherfucking type shit. Payback's a bitch, and I'm pretty sure my kids was looking to just keep the peace because they didn't want to go through this shit. And then it's like all this motherfucking suffering for nothing. That's why I was highly fucking disappointed in dude. Like, bro, how the fuck you dare do this shit? Then be having the audacity talking about you looking out. How the fuck you looking out and you putting a person in more danger than looking out for them, but you only looking out just to figure out how much money you can get out of this shit. That's all that shit is. And if you a damn lawyer or a judge, you mean to tell me you can't fucking figure out when a person just trying to figure out how they can get more money out of this shit? That's the craziest shit to me. If you paying, you could ask the question if you paying. Because I'm tired of y'all coming on this shit thinking shit is fucking free. Ain't shit in fucking life free but to live, breathe, shit, piss, and go ahead and talk your shit. That's about it. And be fucking happy and healed. That's free. Because giving love these days to people clearly ain't fucking free. Politics and ambition. Somebody wanted to know. All you wanted to know is how something was going to go whenever a court case or something like that. Or you wanted to see how deep something was. Shit, like I'm still trying to fucking recover from somebody I showed so much fucking love to. Like that shit just boils my fucking blood. But I ain't gonna take that shit fucking personal. Most that motherfucker could have did was just at least fucking apologize. But shit, self-apology and closure is what you gotta do for your goddamn self. These other motherfuckers, that's expected. But these motherfuckers, y'all had the will to try to stop somebody's willpower and new beginnings. You gonna get what you give. Y'all gotta remember how hard y'all went, whether this was veterans, whether this was active duties, whether you was a politician, whether you was a religious fuck-ass, fake-ass motherfucker, you gonna get back what the fuck you give. And all you little stupid-ass motherfuckers that went, that's all, that they already consider y'all asses as hoodlums and beneath them, carry on. And a lot of y'all motherfuckers have to figure out how much lowly they thought of you, especially when y'all sitting there poisoning motherfucking people's food at restaurants. Kobe's Japanese restaurant. It was Two Casas fucking restaurant. They poisoned my goddamn Chipotle orders. Any type of fucking food that I would get, they would steal my motherfucking food, not want to give me my goddamn refunds via DoorDash, Lyft and shit like that. These will be motherfuckers putting shit in their goddamn vents and shit like that. Y'all gotta remember that shit. I need y'all to stand on big ass motherfucking business about that shit. It's called personal injury, psychological abuse, and more. I want them to believe that it's not that. No, it is. Because I sure remember, give me a lineup. I'm pointing all y'all motherfuckers out. Don't drop the soap. That shit right there will make me happy. Don't drop the motherfucking soap. The fuck? And this is somebody sitting here like, but I love you, though. Motherfucking speak the fuck up, because I'm not chasing your punk ass. Nigga, your ass get locked up right along with him. Keep fucking with me. Because I ain't got no mercy for nobody. If I could sit here and tell you, my older two didn't know how to fucking speak the fuck up about this shit. Hey, karma's a bitch, my kids. I told you to be mindful and be careful that these motherfuckers don't give a fuck about you, Adrian and Ayana. Because soon as shit goes sour and y'all gonna need some fucking help, they ain't gonna be there. And you gonna see why mommy didn't fuck with these damn fuck ass people in the first place. It breaks my heart every fucking day, but I ain't fit to be mad, and I ain't gonna show y'all motherfucking sympathy. I gotta give you tough love. You gotta see how the fuck the world will chew you the fuck up and spit you the fuck out every time. I did what I could. I stepped in fucking places to make sure that y'all did get fucking protected. And this is how the fuck I'm repaid, but I ain't tripping like that. Because when you get karmic ass fucking kids, real ass fucking parents realize the bullshit that come along with it. Either you gonna take on my heart or you gonna take on that fuck nigga's heart. And clearly you took on your fuck ass daddy's heart. Them niggas wasn't shit. None of them was. I just got caught up in some bullshit. That's it. But I ain't regretting none of y'all for one fucking second. Even though every single last one of them is considered unconsented. The fuck? Like I'm still pissed off with the fact that, hey, my Nina baby, Jarvis, right? Jarvis, right? Y'all remember that, right? Y'all remember trying to drug me up with that shit, right? With his dirty ass fucking mama knowing about that shit. Shit, these would be motherfuckers sit there trying to figure out, prove your love to us, that you love us by doing some stupid shit. I ain't gotta be shit. It's a difference between loving and being loyal. It ain't called for you to be stupid and do no ignorant ass shit. Either you gonna show it or you not. The fuck? This person's a fucking annoyance in my motherfucking energy. Every single last one of them. Because you can start over anywhere. Y'all just fucking fucked up in the head because it's how the fuck you come up with a rational, like to these other people, how I'm talking is irrational to them. Who the fuck are you to figure out how somebody justify what it is that they do? I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't harmed nobody. Shit, hurting someone's feelings, that's something that you're going to use in a court of law. Oh, their feelings got hurt. Congratulations. You want a fucking cookie? Her thinking process is irrational. What, because I can accept things in the harsh, real reality than what the fuck y'all are capable of handling? That's like somebody trying to figure out, how do I talk to people about, my kids wanting to go against me and do this to me and do this to me? Bitch, that shit happen every day. That shit happened. It's been happening for lifetimes. So what you gonna do is a question. That'd be the main fucking question. What is you gonna do? It's my kid and I love them. Okay, you can still let them motherfuckers from a distance though. Love them motherfuckers from a distance. These be motherfuckers like, but it'll make me a bad parent. No, society says that shit'll make you a bad parent. Real life reality means you cherish your life, your peace, your reality, and your love to still love that child from a distance and not fuck with him. Simple. I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me. Period. Either they here or they not. But then when it comes to a push come shove type situation, I gotta wash my hands from my motherfucking mental and psychological and emotional fucking peace. You let that shit the fuck go. And guess what? Now I got the capability to know my truth and not ever to be separated from my truth of who I am and how I operate and how I function. Because now that gives me full control of my brain, myself, my thoughts, what my experience has been with others. And when you accept that shit, no one can create cognitive dissonance to force you to not believe what it is that you believe to be and know to be true, right? That's the same way that when they do particular arguments and when you sitting there getting confused, when you sitting on the stand, that is the first comeback of a certain situation to either persuade or coerce your thought of thinking. It's the same way that they use that shit in fucking psychology. I learned that shit when they did persuasive thinking, that a psychiatrist use that shit more often than not to persuade you to not believe or think the way that you're thinking or thinking about a situation so you don't believe to grasp the concept of your truth, aka a form of hypnosis or psychokinesis or whatever the case you want to do that shit. It's going to try to force you to not believe, to know what it is that you already know to be true. That's like trying to recourse your fucking memory. If you got essayed, beat up and things like that, they can coerce you to not believe that it actually happened to you. And that the person's intent to do what it is that you already know to be true, that actually physically, mentally, emotionally, or psychologically happened to you, to not make it seem as it's valid or true. That shit happen way more often than not. That's even when they getting ready trying to like lowball you when it's time for negotiations and they gotta pay you. This is the same fucking method that they'll do to you. Sometimes you got motherfuckers that don't want to release certain things that are meant to you because guess what? That means you outranking what money that they make already monthly or yearly, and you getting that shit right there on the fucking spot. The fuck? That shit be blowing me. But this is like somebody that they cannot handle the fact that they cannot force you to seem as if you got some type of mental illness and try to persecute you with it, or try to persecute you to say you got some kind of emotional instability, or you know what I'm saying, or emotional incompetence. You don't know how to self-regulate your emotions. Like, no, it ain't ever been that I don't know how to fucking regulate my motherfucking emotions. Y'all pissing me the fuck off and I'm aggravated, and you're trying to force me to believe that it's not okay for me to have or sit with the emotions that are affecting me at that time. And if at that time is fucking affecting me, that I'm aggravated or irritated the fuck off, that it's not okay for me to be pissed the fuck off when you're doing fuck shit towards me. The fuck? These are people that would literally try to guilt trip you to make you feel bad for feeling mad or irritated with them for the fuck shit. That is the best and the craziest form of manipulation. They will manipulate you after the fuck for feeling how you feel. Like if you sit there and tell them, I don't fucking feel you on a religious level, these will be motherfuckers that sit there and try to manipulate you to believe like, no, because you know in our faith, this is how it is. But bitch, you don't even follow the fucking faith clearly. And clearly that you're trying to manipulate somebody. These will be motherfuckers say, love is love. But God forbid you decide to be fucking gay. How the fuck love is love and you sitting there talking about you love a person and you support them, but here the fuck you are sitting there trying to, you do this and you the biggest motherfucking ridicule and the biggest fucking hypocrite in that motherfucking situation. That's why I don't fucking really have to do that, because like deal with these fucking people, because they will be the first one to try to prosecute you and be like, oh, this is what's wrong with you. This is what your problem is. It's like, no, motherfucker, this is what the fuck your problem is, ho. And then God forbid you tell their ass about themselves. I am your elder. I am older. I don't give a fuck just because you older than me. It's a grown ass kid trapped inside your motherfucking body. That's all the fuck it is. These are fucking people that they want you, when the shit start to hit, they want you to play a fucking violin for them. No bullshit. I tell you. They want you to be passionate towards something that they ain't really fucking passionate towards. Oh, well, we can figure out how to negotiate. Ain't no motherfucking negotiation when you doing fuck shit to somebody and you intentionally meant to like cause that type of mental and psychological abuse, whether it's direct or indirect. See, I can see if I didn't know how indirect trauma is supposed to affect you, because I want to say I read that shit, 2020? And it's like, still to this day, I don't even know what the fuck I did with that book. And I'm so pissed off because it's like, shit, what is the name of it? But basically, it was, informing me, basically, when you're trying to cope with, before Baby James passed on, basically, when you're trying to cope with emotional, psychological pains, death, divorce, loss of certain things major that you have in your life, right? And at times, certain people will go through the 5 stages of grief. And then you have certain people that struggle because they don't have the association to the word to explain exactly how they are feeling at that moment, right? And if the person is not versed to it or really known to ever hear those words, so let's just say it's a person brought up in poverty or something like that, right? How often are you, before they start talking about narcissism at current, narcissism, people didn't start talking about narcissism until like I want to say give or take 2021, but real heavy around 2022, 23. That's when they really start heavy trying to bring it home. Narcissism, 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 which is something that they literally are using to force upon people to justify certain behaviors and things that certain people do, which 10 times out of 10, that ain't even the fucking cash or the clue to it, because they needed to see with them saying, oh, we're making this DSM qualification of certain people to do that, right? Like, to me, any of these certain people that want to just keep talking about narcissism, narcissism, there is so many other diagnoses that are for real, for real. If you did not have the words to them, you'll be like, huh, I can relate to that. So it'll be people that be like, oh, I got autism too, but they don't really have fucking autism. Okay, because the forms of it is going to come in as you got mild, moderate, and severe. Severe means you hit, they have it, they're going to elope, but they don't, they may not be able to verbalize their words, actually articulate their words. It's very delayed, slow responses. 10 times out of 10 is a collaboration of those things, but say if you get them to do certain tasks, they can communicate via, technology, because like certain parts of their body are not functioning fully to be able to do that. It's also, those are either in the state of they could still be amongst people, but they'll still be like droolers. It's no different than when they're on that type of, on the spectrum, on that high end, on the severe end. It sometimes comes with certain incompetencies that them being out there in the world by themselves is completely a danger to them doing that. That's no different than you trying to put a child with Down syndrome or anything out there in the world. When they have severe autism, they're not able to be alone. Now, the form that I have, which is still pretty much moderate, but the issue is when you have a high IQ, and for years they struggled with it, but they knew that they could get away with things, because what you will sit there and notice, like, hey, we can read the room, and it's like, hey, the room is uncomfortable. How we'll know, it's like, how would you know the room is uncomfortable? Because his face. We have to read the social cues versus y'all can communicate telepathically or with facial expressions. Y'all get those. We have to go off of body mannerisms, your macroisms. Like, basically, all we do is study. Our brain is at 100 fucking miles an hour, right? So most of the everyday thing that you'll sit there and do be like, ooh, fire, right? We're not sitting here fucking thinking about fucking fire and how fucking far the fucking fire is going to go. Unless it's like, hey, fire is going to get to this type of degrees, da 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 da. But we know, hey, certain things you can do with it, certain things you're not able to do with it. But however, how does it affect me, right? So most of the time, we're more focused on everything else in the world, while everyone is still worried about the material things. They're still worried about the sexual things. They're still worried about having friends. Now, granted, when you're on that high spectrum and you got a very high IQ, your conversation, you're not ever going to feel intellectually or mentally stimulated. Emotions is not going to come, especially if you're atypical. It's like, okay, that's those of us that sit there and have a fucking conversation. It's like, you have no filter. Okay, what the fuck is no filter? What does that mean? So how many years of all through fucking school that, Rita, you have to be mindful of your words. What the fuck is being mindful of my words? They fuck with me, so I'm going to beat their ass. Because it's irritating that you have to keep telling a person, stop, stop, stop. So eventually, you're going to get over having to tell someone stop. You're going to smack the fuck out of them to leave you the fuck alone, right? This is where people, like a normal person, will be like, well, at that time, especially if they're very aggressive, meaning that was the reason why I had to take fucking psychology, because wasn't nobody really saying, hey, Shrita, you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. But it was also, but I'm a person, I'm going to question it. But why? Because I need to understand. I need to know. But when no one is going to tell you that, what are you going to do? You're going to become fucking astute. You know what the fuck you know, but shit. Most of the time it's like, okay, well, this person's trying to tell you that it's not like that, but here they are doing this shit. So are you telling me that it's okay, or are you telling me it's not okay? You see? And these will be people that will literally take advantage of that, right? And they'll take it as an opportunity to be like, oh, you're schizoaffective. Because why? You're peeping the bullshit that they're doing all in between the shit that they're trying to build this, but they're doing this, and this. But it's like, no, I see you. This is what you're doing. They don't like to be called out. So when the fake people don't like to be called out, guess what? You're going to be a problem. Because they're accustomed to putting this over everybody's face and doing this, and this. But it's like, did they see what I did? AKA they call it masking type shit. Or then they'll be quick to talk about these people are borderline. No, the motherfuckers borderlines are these motherfuckers that I'm dealing with right now. Y'all can't regulate your motherfucking emotions. Because why would your behavior cause you to want to go strike someone? These be the first fucking people. Can you use your words? Can you communicate better? But yeah, when we communicate better, now you're getting aggressive. They become passive aggressive. I had to take them fucking courses when I was in the military when all that shit happened with Marcus. When he got hurt, they had to take love classes, relationship classes. They had me to take the emotional classes where you can tell the difference between constructive criticism, aggressive criticism, assertiveness, passive aggressive, and passive behavior. When I said that class lasted for about what? Damn near a month or so. I took that shit in the fucking military and I took it serious. Because it was like, oh, okay, so that's what that means. Okay. Now that I get that cue, I can look into when a person's doing that. I know when they're being assertive. I know when they're being passive aggressive. I know when they're just being passive. I know when I'm getting constructive criticism. And I know when someone is just being a plain ass dick or an asshole. You see? Well, thank you, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Even though you did a lot of fucking fuck shit, I appreciate you for still teaching me that shit. You know? Still show gratitude even when it's fucking other bullshit, but he's still a motherfuckers that tend to swords me and cheated me out of a lot of shit that I didn't have to get cheated out of. This is also people that, oh, you know, you don't know how to do parenting. Do you know how long I had to take fucking parenting classes? Not only for Montgomery County, but also for Fort Campbell, Kentucky. You see? So parenting, where they were telling you about gentle parenting, you know, spankings, appropriate ways to have to do that, appropriate ways to make sure that, you know, you're doing timeout, story time, books and stuff like that. That parenting class taught that, right? Then it also, you know, the relationship class, which they also went over, you know, love languages, but it was also showing us personal interdependent ways of behaviors to handle yourself, conduct yourself in, you know, to be with others, whether you're working with people, business, all those things. So it wasn't like when these people are doing this shit, it's like, are you expecting for someone to be stupid? Because it's like, you know, it's certain things that I would take serious, and then it's other shit that where you just know when to not take fucking people serious at all. Because though they're being manipulators. These will be people trying to tell people, oh, they manipulate their lie. Like, I got a reason to fucking lie. 10 times out of 10, people don't want to be my friend because I'm telling they ass the fucking harsh truth. And they don't be prepared or let alone ready to live in the truth that is actually there. They don't want to be called out on their bullshit. They not ready to face the bullshit. But shit, fucking with me, you gonna have to be on your real shit. You got to be. If you not, why the fuck you over here bothering me? Is either you gonna fix it and do fucking better, or you just leave people the fuck alone that can actually have clarity. These are people that want you to not have clarity. They also, you know, taught us to make sure, like, you know, when you're having effective communication skills, all of that shit. These will be people that ever step foot in a motherfucking therapist's office, ever. But I'm pretty sure in the last few weeks, these are going to be the same fucking people trying to get diagnoses and, oh, they just told me I was having mood swings, or be the first one to talk about, oh, I got menopause. Bitch, ain't shit for you to blame shit on menopause. Just because your fat ass woke up in the middle of the night sweating, talking about, it was night sweats. No, it's called, bitch, do better with your fucking health. Do fucking better. Some of y'all had surgeries done on your fucking body that caused your body to fucking expedite certain shit that it wasn't even meant to go through before it's going through it. And these are people that want to sit there and try to disregard what it is that you know, how you know it. Okay, if you really want to fucking know, pay for it, speak your truth, and maybe somebody can tell you something. That's why I be getting pissed. I was like, ain't no way in fucking hell that a governor in the state of fucking Florida don't know none of this shit happening. Ain't no fucking way you don't know. And then it's the same shit, like when I said that you sitting there trying to say the girl dead, she gone. I went over there to Riverside or Riverview, fucking, or no, it's not Riverview, it's Rossview Elementary School, just to see my girls. Clarksville, Tennessee. And then you gonna send a motherfucking police department to sit right across the street at the church. And you wanna know what was crazy? That motherfucker didn't realize how many death birds was surrounding that motherfucking truck, which allowed me to know. I was like, y'all motherfuckers up here to no good. I went to the sheriff fucking department just trying to get information. They sat there and I swear to God, the motherfuckers thought they saw a ghost. Hey, my name is Rita Taylor. Here's my ID or whatever. And it's like, no, we don't need that. Why you don't need my ID? Why isn't my name not showing up in none of y'all systems? So somebody did some shit. That's why I'm sitting there like, you know what? Either y'all can keep playing this game or I'm going to still, like, regardless how long y'all played, I'm still going to get paid. Because trying to take somebody's motherfucking life, it's like, oh, well, we're going to get the Chinaman, but y'all disrespecting the Chinaman. Chinaman going to be willing to do certain shit just to help motherfuckers, just to figure out how to get y'all the fuck down and get more money out of you. You see? These are people that don't realize certain times when people can figure out that you're doing fuck shit just for the benefit of themselves, that people will literally flip on you and help the same person you looking to harm and just turn y'all asses the fuck in the best way they know how, because you got to understand sometimes they got better connects than you. And they're going to be willing to do this. This is a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, feminine, and a Virgo man that's sitting here trying to figure out how they going to come up with a motherfucking lie with the bullshit that they doing. Like, how do we fix this? Ain't no motherfucking fixing this, because I want everybody motherfucking head on a swivel. Fuck all that. Serves against enemies of religion. The sinner's prayer. They want motherfucking redemption. Fuck you and your redemption. You deserve embarrassment. How fucking far y'all went with this? I want to take down every fucking PHA, Masons, Shriners. I want y'all motherfuckers head on the swivel. Because I want my money. And I'm not playing no more. At all. Because I'm 1,000% sure you gave me an audience, though. I appreciate you, because ain't no such thing as fucking bad press. Ain't no such thing. You gonna put the right fucking person there at the right fucking time where the blessing gonna come in, because I'm only here for a short time, not a motherfucking long time. And I don't mean being here on motherfucking earth, because on earth, I'm here for a long ass time. More time than a lot of you motherfuckers, because every day that I wait is 10 years off y'all fucking life expectancy. And some of y'all motherfuckers don't even have that fucking long. And I don't feel bad about it. That's like somebody calling me talking about, oh, these people passed on. So I might motherfucking laugh. Because shit, it'll be a fucking relief. It will be a fucking relief. Because all the money y'all stole from me, property, my trust fund and shit like that, keeping fucking reasonable fucking information. Who wouldn't want to know who they real fucking folks is? And you had to be around and raised around people that wasn't even fucking for you, for one. Two, they were so-called family, but you find out it was never your motherfucking family. Bury these motherfuckers under the grave for all I give a shit. And then the audacity to insult my motherfucking intelligence. Shit, half the time when they was going to school, they was sitting there trying to get the information for us to help their asses with their papers and shit like that to get through nursing school and college and shit. They was asking us. The fuck? I ain't gotta make no shit up. Well, how I solve this math problem? I thought I had the right calculations. No, you got to change this to do this and shit like that. What about taxes and the calculations? I didn't know how the fuck I was doing it, but I did it. And I knew the fucking math. But these will be people like, oh, well, we're going to make you. No, you ain't going to make me feel no fucking type of way. These are going to still be certain people like, you know, you should come back to the church. Fuck you and your church. That's how real fucking disrespectful I'm really on this shit. Until I get my motherfucking money, I don't give a fuck about shit. I don't give a fuck about your religion. None of that. I can respect it, but keep that shit to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Because that is a control tactic. Whether y'all know it or not, people, when they be acting, oh, well, what's your belief? And, what do you spiritually believe in? Do you go to church? Quit asking people that. Y'all make yourself so fucking guilty every time you do that. Because when they know that you're a Christian, they will use the fuck out of that. Especially if you black or something like that and they know you in them streets, or you a Spanish person, your folks in certain things, they will use that shit against you. They would use that shit against you in the worst way. Well, Christian people don't act like that. They will guilt trip you and persuade the motherfucking conversation to go a particular way. That's why it made sense when Buddy did what he fucking did. I was like, oh, they need the crazy thing to play out. But you can't sit there and make somebody play out crazy. It was like, hey, you right. It seems like a little delusional. The fact that I reached out to your punk ass just to try to make sure I can make peace and clearance. God forbid that you know how to assertively have a conversation or sit there and say, hey, I'm releasing certain things of my heart to let you know this is how I felt. Adult communication. But they will say, you're delusional. You see? How much money it was willing to pay you, man to fuck up, a woman to fuck up. If y'all, it's like this is an embarrassment where people want to be like, well, we would like to work with you. I feel like, psych, you took a little bit too long. I feel like it's a better contract or something that could come through than whatever it is. But the money, you can run that though. You can run that though. You can run that. State of Florida, DeSantis, you're a fucking disgrace. You're a fucking disgrace, bro. If you see this shit happening, it's like one of those, what if it's your kid? And somebody put, well, no one can pull that on their kid. Yes, the fuck they can. Yeah, they can. And somebody can sit there and say, oh, well, you looking to use your position and your power just to save your kid. Anyone would say these things. How long the politicians been doing this shit? All right. Point valid. Carry on. You had a church motherfucker that didn't even know me like that trying to do some shit. These are even fucking people that call themselves so-called fucking family to me. How? When I was literally restricted to be around Georgetta, Carla, Sheila, at times before everything and before we left Oklahoma, I was barely allowed to be around Angie, Tierra, and Tanisha. If not Selena every now and again. But until certain shit got real fucking left with Selena, I was literally restricted, even just a little bit. With Squeaky. And Tierra Tanisha. It was brief. That was like the 90s before even 2000s hit. I was around Carmelita whenever they just felt like she had to go really, really far. Hey, she just had to take that chance that I'm going to be at Rose's house. We didn't have no real fucking adults watching us at all. Basically, a whole bunch of kids watching each other, making sure we didn't get caught up in some shit. These are fucking people that is just like, what the fuck are y'all trying to prove? And y'all sitting here listening to motherfuckers that act like they was hanging out with me every day. And the only two people that could really swear outside when I was at fucking Fort Campbell, where it used to go down at 214 Yorktown Road at Archie Callahan house when we all meet up on the weekends. And that shit all separated. Tamisha got out, what, 2013, 2014? Everybody went their ways. IPCS. To Carson. So everybody separated then. So Archie's word, hey, that's just 2015 shit. 2013? Andre and Jasmine Sample, they had left. What, Virginia, Delaware, one or two? You see? Shanisha Godwin, she went wherever the fuck she went. Last I seen her, right before I gave birth to Marcus, 2012. You see? Y'all sit here taking fucking words and advice from motherfuckers that ain't ever been in my life. The last time I was really fucking with Kiara left my house right 3 months or 2 months before I gave birth to Marcus. That's 2012. The next time that I had seen her is when she came to come pick up my kids and take them to the airport. So me and Kiara didn't really have no common conversations. We didn't hang out. We didn't go to no clubs together. We wasn't even chilling like that. The fuck? Y'all out here listening to Kiara. Y'all out here listening to Rachel. Me and Rachel stopped hanging out like what? 3 months after she got here, and she been with Kiara since then. So who y'all getting words from? Veronica came in only miraculously whenever I was in fucking relationships, especially when she was in college, looking for a way out, because when she was with Ray Walker from Louisiana, you see what I'm saying? And I don't even fuck with her like that. Same way she made her slick ass fucking comment. Cool. Move around, bitch. That was the same thing. Michael Lawrence Alexander, he just wanted to try to hit that motherfucker waited. Well, we was in Afghanistan from 2011. He was so hyped to get that shit around, what, 2018? You see? And after 2018, it didn't go past nothing sexual outside of that. You see? These are people that run their mouth talking about people are easy. No, I'm selective. You see? Y'all motherfuckers will sit there and lay up and do anything, everything with every fucking body and wanting to expect that I'm going to be like that. Like, no, I'm going to call you on your shit. It just is what it is. If you can't look out for me, why the fuck should I look out for you? But a lie is a lie. There's no other way to fucking mix that shit up. Ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no way you fit to fucking make me feel embarrassed, let alone humiliate me. Bitch, I've been humiliated my whole fucking life. Humiliation is a motherfucking humbling key. Get some humble pie. Then the audacity to try to lie in a medical fucking sense. Carla been doing this fucking medical shit since 1998. Fuck you mean? 1998. Let me say it again. 1998. So some of y'all motherfuckers ain't doing shit I ain't already seen y'all fucking do. Carry the fuck on. May justice be served to you while you sitting here. She's never gonna figure this out. She don't have no way. Oh, she did take CNA courses. Yes, CNAs, we still held to certain things. QMed, you gonna be held to different things because you gotta dispense the medication to people, right? Okay. Carry on. These be people that expect you not to know what to do in certain things when they try to use court cases, your mental health. But it seems like you already have these type of run-ins with DCF and CPS. Okay. What information are you presenting? Y'all need to start paying attention to what the fuck they presenting. Your Honor, can I see what files that you are getting? Your client don't have it. I sure don't, Your Honor. Even if you got a fucking lawyer, y'all sometimes y'all be sitting there letting these motherfuckers speak for you, and it's like it's in your best interest to not speak. No, sometimes you do need to speak because 10 times out of 10, sometimes your lawyer is sitting there dealing with the prosecutor, fucking them. If they ain't fucking them, they best friends. So after they leave court, 10 times out of 10, these damn prosecutors, these lawyers, and these judges be going to have fucking lunch, discussing your shit when they ain't supposed to discuss none of that shit. 10 times out of 10, they coming up with agreements behind your motherfucking back that you know you wouldn't want, let alone need. You see? But you don't have the degree, right? You don't have the bar license. That's how the fuck they be taking advantage of this shit. And if you don't pay attention to how these fucking medical providers do y'all be sitting there like, what? You need to figure out about life insurance policies. Some of y'all bills, if you getting hospital medical bills and shit like that, and they feel like you behind on the medical bills, trust and believe me, they gonna figure out how to get your ass caught up with anesthesia If it ain't anesthesia, it's unnecessary surgeries. If it ain't unnecessary surgeries, it's giving you unnecessary medication that they know for a fact that it's something in your health or your chart that they're not telling you, that they're gonna take full fucking benefit of it and end up prescribing your ass some shit that ain't even meant for you. They sitting there talking about, oh, it's serotonin, it's gonna help you do this. Oh, this is Ambien, it's gonna help you sleep. Not knowing half of this shit is gonna end up giving you sitting there sleeping, but your ass dreaming of shit that you ain't got no business doing. And now you don't know if you done killed somebody in your sleep. You don't know if you slept walk. You don't know if you went to sleep so fucking deep and something happened in your goddamn house. It's a lot of fucking people locked up right now for certain shit because you was on certain fucking medications. It's certain fucking veterans that end up taking their life. That's why they call it 22 a day. Especially from the Veterans Affairs. They real fucking notorious for doing certain shit and doing clinical research and studies on fucking veterans. Especially if you're a woman, oh, they testing the fuck out of you when it comes to not only your mental and your motherfucking emotional. They doing that shit on your reproduction fucking health. And you getting violated reproduction wise every fucking day. When they doing your pap smears, they are taking your motherfucking eggs, and especially if you still got a healthy uterus and you still got your ovaries and they healthy than a motherfucking, sometimes they taking y'all motherfucking eggs to help these other motherfuckers to get fertility treatments, IVF and shit like that via the VA or Medicaid fucking recipients. Y'all better act like you motherfucking know. You sitting there thinking like, oh, they took tissue. No, if they taking shit from your vaginal walls, you know how your vaginal walls is gonna hurt. You know where if you don't know where your uterus is at and you don't know where your fucking ovary is at, shit, good riddance to you. A lot of these motherfuckers keep violating your motherfucking vagina. Eventually, apparently, I'm motherfucking tired of y'all motherfuckers violating the hell out of my goddamn coochie. Because for them two girls to come in and look how the fuck they look, and I remember having to ask their damn mama, she come in representing her motherfucking Delta shirt to the T. I was like, this one looked like Soraya, and this one looked like my other baby girl. That's when right there, that's when I knew that these motherfuckers use my shit. I was like, oh, they use this doing this procedure. And then when the woman kept trying to avoid eye contact and shit like that. Because naturally, let me teach y'all something about scientific facts. Sometimes men, they do that to men too. If y'all know it or not, whether, even if you didn't donate your sperm or certain things like that, and they be like, yeah, we just want to test your sperm rating. Unbeknownst to you, sometimes if they asking you to give more than half of a cup to a full cup, sir, they just use your sperm to go ahead and fertilize the egg. Hence being where you see that lady in the talking about I wanted to be a mom and she ended up having a fucking black baby. That shit ain't no coincidence. That shit happen more often than not. But if you're a woman, naturally as a woman, when it comes to your eggs in that time of fucking month, and you realize, especially if you have kids, mother nature or your mother instinct is going to kick in naturally when it's your kids, right? Naturally, the body is going to have a particular euphoria or a particular instinct when, regardless if you birth those kids or not, surrogacy or you use your own fucking eggs. Do you not know naturally you will gravitate to those children, whether they were via IVF, but if it was of your eggs, of your uterus, you're going to know your children, regardless if it came out of somebody else, they did IVF or they did surrogacy, you will recognize your children, even if they were not children that you birthed. You would naturally want to cater to them as if they are your natural fucking children. That's why when they did all that shit at Affinity Hair Academy, and I was like, y'all disrespectful ass bitches in this motherfucker. And it took everything. That's why I ain't been back, because I was like, that shit pissed me clean the fuck off. Because I was like, if I had to, and it's like, Eileen, I fuck with you. And it's like, you lucky I fuck with you, because if I didn't, I would have mopped every fucking body up in that bitch. With no fucking hesitation, with all fucking pun intended. I would have. That's why I was like, should have just leave. Shit, chalk it up, whatever. But I know for a fact they're going to get themselves fucking caught up, because they're going to still be reporting motherfuckers being there, so they can still get their motherfucking change in that bitch. And I was like, they keep fucking playing with me. And if they going to lie to me one more time, I said, I look for that motherfucking day when they get ready to shut that bitch the fuck down. I look forward to that shit. They gonna shut that hoe the fuck down. And ain't gonna and guess who you have to come to know? You remember it was funny to do that shit, right? It was funny to try to sacrifice a motherfucking like, oh well, we gonna sit here and keep trying to watch what her reaction is, cause does she know? I know when dirty energy is on fucking dirty energy. You're gonna know when a fucking person is trying to set you up. You know, you can feel it. And if you're a person talking about, I can't tell when someone is going to try to cause me harm or do these things to me, apparently you got shitty ass instinct. Apparently you don't know when certain things is around you. Apparently you're not going. This is like fucking people like, so you don't know when death is around the corner. These would be people that swear up and down that they know what's going on. And I don't give a fuck. These be motherfucking niggas. I swear to God, I have men around me that be talking about, oh, this and I'm this and I'm this. All right, cool, nigga. You sure? It's like, nigga, death is literally right around the corner. That nigga right there that you kicking it with, he gonna be the one to take your ass the fuck out. Oh, my instincts. No, your instincts is weak as shit. Clearly, you don't know when certain people are carrying certain habits, right? And you're going to keep sitting in a situation where you don't know how to look to your left or your motherfucking right. Like, damn, if everybody doing what you motherfucking doing, right? Common sense to a person that swear to God that they got common sense and swear to God they fucking smart. If you're smart and these same motherfuckers is doing the shit that you doing, common sense will tell you, when are they going to do this shit to me? You see, especially if you see a motherfucker do dirty shit and then y'all called yourself friends and y'all in a friend group, right? If they did that shit to two other fucking friends, well, they ain't gonna ever do this shit to me. Oh, really? You just might be the one that they waiting for the jackpot to hit to do the worst of the biggest shit too. They just looking for the opportunity. Especially amongst fucking dudes, 10 times out of 10, if it ain't your bitch or your money, it's something that you doing that they know they're not able to ever fucking do. And they're gonna gun for it. And you wanna know how they're gonna do that? If they already know and they cool with you and they been around your folks, they been around your family, they been around your crew or the people who you sleep with, they looking for the weakness of the moment in time that they're gonna come in and fucking dog walk your ass. It ain't if they gonna do it, it's just when they gonna fucking do it. It's just opportunity time. And especially if you was motherfuckers that it's certain shit you just don't do. When you tired of certain shit, you gonna sit the fuck down. You gonna sit the fuck down for real. How many times you gonna keep watching a motherfucking body drop and don't think that your body is not next? You gotta really fucking think about that. Cause if it ain't gonna be them, it's gonna be a freak ass motherfucking accident. Cause how many times with the Most High and Divine, and then sometimes it'll be certain shit that you be like, ain't no way no man was able to do this shit. My car flipped over, I ran into this shit. Sometimes supernatural shit can happen when you doing unnatural shit to fucking people that genuinely want to help you. I watched so many people when they had genuine people help them, and they go do fuck shit, and I've seen it so many times, but I didn't ever really, put the coincidence together, and people be like, that's just a coincidence, bitch. It's not a coincidence. If every time that somebody is literally trying to teach you something, speak to you, show you good things, or a better way to do certain things, or help you, right? And they doing it genuine from heart. How many times that you can sit back and really, like, if you observe over your life, how many times have you seen people that try to show people certain things, right? The right way to live, whatever. 10 times out of 10, depending on the lifestyle or what it is, they either end up in the motherfucking grave or something in the craziest fucking way. They end up in fucking wheelchair. They health fucking take a hit. They mental take a hit. They end up losing fucking families. They end up getting into shitty ass fucking car wrecks. They end up, it's something fucking crazy. It's not by coincidence. Because guess what? How rare is it for you to get genuine shit? It's very fucking rare. Then it gets to certain situations where you get what you give, right? That's the example of people being friends with you, right? I call those the predictables. The predictables are the motherfuckers that gossip, that lie. They like to go ahead and, hey girl. As soon as you get up, girl, did you see what the fuck that bitch had on? Girl, oh girl, hey. Predictables. Predictables. If you seen that bitch did it with you, trust and believe she's doing it to you. Those are predictables. Oh, I told that girl that I didn't take her purse or nothing like that. But girl, I took all that goddamn money out of there. Right? Predictables. If she's sitting there bragging to you about what she did to somebody who would genuinely just give them the meal money or whatever the case may be to do this shit, oh girl, I lied and said I ain't had that money. Girl, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, right? These will be fucking people that would literally do this shit, but they're predictables. The ones you be having to watch is the ones that want to, oh, hey, be friends, but they also predictable because any person that really just try to speed things up and always want to be in a rush to want to get to know you, hug up on you and shit like that, trust and believe me, that's a frenemy. They're going to get as close as they can to you just to learn as much as they can from you. Just as soon as they wait for that moment and opportunity for that lie to come in, just to flip on you. Friend, foe, work, co-workers, office workers, HR, management, bosses, they literally getting close to you. They don't really be wanting to fucking know you. They want to know certain shit about you. So, oh, well, she seemed like she always gets sick and shit like that at work. So I'm going to take this chance and opportunity. Let's clock how many times they get sick out of the year. Now, granted, is it illegal to do that shit? Fuck yeah. But I'm gonna play like your friend and you gonna look like you teacher's pet. It ain't you ain't teacher's pet for no motherfucking reason. At all. I'm close enough to you just so I can know how I can use you. So when I get ready to use your ass and the shit get ready to go down, that's how it's gonna go down. Because when it was the same thing where I was sitting there trying to tread real lightly on how I was gonna tell Betty and you singing, I said, when this shit get ready to hit, they fit to flip some shit on y'all. They gonna flip some shit on y'all. She ever break up with that boy's son? Oh, she was gonna flip that shit. And this shit started to go down with the school and shit. Oh, they was about to flip everybody. Oh, they was gonna be flipping on every fucking body. They gonna do it. And there's one of those like, they ain't gonna do me like this because we even have family. I say, shit, there's certain shit you just don't do. You can smell shit from a mile away. Imagine having to live around a motherfucking shit pond. You can smell it. The fuck? But this is like at the same time, it's like, you just gotta be mindful of how people do that. Like, shit, really and truly, if you work in a hospital or medical field, just pay attention to how the doctor treat their people that work under them. You ever go to a hospital, whether you going for yourself to get a checkup for you, your kids, whatever, watch and see how the doctors treat their staff. That right there will show you. If you after, say, I've had the luxury, whether they knew I was doing it or not, they was sitting there just thinking like, oh, she's just there. She's just probably thinking, No, bitch, I'm sitting there observing. Because 10 times out of 10, you just pay attention who they always playing close with, who they always sitting down having lunch with. Shit, if if you ain't really paying attention to them, oh, okay, well, this is OBGYN. That's the podiatrist. But 10 times out of 10, you hear some kind of different conversation that ain't about what it is that they do. Because mind you, what a foot doctor got to do to talk about a damn person talking about coochie? You see? That ain't gonna click. But if you pay attention, like, yeah, we had a plan for this type of event, trust and believe me, if somebody have an issue with, well, I have a patient that is having this type of issue, and hey, you gotta let me rub elbows with you and shit like that. I started to learn to pay attention to that shit around 2013 when it came to my son Marcus stuff, because they would literally pull people from different departments and stuff like that had no conversation that had to do with the case, but they discussing the case with people that had no business on my son's case. You see what I'm saying? Oh, well, but they don't know, but they feel you don't know, that in order for them to consult about any kind of medical things, whether it's for you, your children, your spouse, your family, or parents, they must get your consent. I don't know if a lot of people know that, because it is a form, like a lot of y'all can sit there and sue a lot of fucking doctors, hospitals, nursing homes, and then some. Because if you end up going to the, place in a nursing home or whatever, right? It's on there is a plan that is set about what doctors, what nurses and how they will alternate on that schedule assigned to them. So at times there would be like 2 doctors. You'll have up to 5 nurses, and then whatever aides that they have to come like do their bedding, change their pamper, give them showers and stuff like that, especially in nursing homes, right? It also will say who is, are the people who will be prescribing their medications, doing wound changes and stuff like that, right? So at any given time that you go up there, right? And then it's also 1 to 2 admin people that's going to run the paperwork. The same way that that nursing home is ran is the same way that if you're getting admitted and you have overstay hospital stays, that is the same way that it's ran when you're in a hospital, right? So if you go down at every time after you get admitted into the hospital, you be like, oh, okay, well, let me just make sure who is all assigned to, my child and stuff like this. Now, granted, they can work into a group of associates, but before they assign that, they must get your permission, because these will be motherfuckers, oh, well, they're Medicaid, recipient. They ain't got no right to choose which doctor they do. Yes, the fuck we do, because we have to go on there as ourselves to say who's the head doctor, and those head doctors must fall under the umbrella of those doctors. So in Medicaid, the main one for pediatrician when it came to Marcus, it was Michelle Toledo. I loved the fuck out of that lady. She knew what the fuck she was talking about. She knew what she was doing. She had, she had the knowledge. But all of a sudden, they end up changing her doctor, my son's doctor. And I was like, why would they try to do this? And they ain't get my permission. They didn't get my consent. I did not sign for none of this. I didn't ask them to change this fucking doctor. No, nothing. That's how I knew they was doing some bullshit they had no motherfucking business. And these will be people that literally were going, oh, the parent was aggressive, or this was that, and this was that. And that wasn't even the fucking case. These were fucking people that was allowing them to do that shit. And this was around the time that if I really went to go digging into it, I'm pretty sure it was people from campaigns. I'm pretty sure it was certain people that had no business touching my son's file. But then again, they would literally have to prove that I called in to switch those fucking providers. On top of that, calling Medicaid, which is now a lot of fucking people gonna get caught up. That's why I said, including the governor. Oh, well, his wife was doing this and stuff like that. I ain't been the only one that called him out on this type of shit. So, this certain shit right now, it's like, shit, all you have to do is give me my money, because I really don't want to address this bullshit. Usually I've been the person in the background because people will be trying to ask me. I'm like, look, asking me ain't no benefit to it. Some of y'all motherfuckers ain't ever really prepared for the truth anyway. And how the fuck they fit to abuse y'all and take advantage of it. Because shit, with them trying to manage how I'm talking, what I'm putting on here, or whatever the case may be, they gonna already fucking know. Like, oh shit, she already know too much. And this will wake up the masses to pay attention, because right now they have to control what it is. They trying to pay people, 1, to hack the phone, 2, a YouTube person or a person that know how to manage or not only hack my YouTube or my phone to make sure that my views is not, going out into the circuit. Because guess what? I'm 1,000% sure if I was the shit that I'm seeing right now. Oh, bitch, I'm sitting here like, hold up, bitch, let me get me a motherfucking notepad. You said I gotta do what? Okay, as soon as you get off of here, I'm gonna go back, because I remember at hour 140, whatever, she said, I gotta go look at this, and I gotta go look at this, and then what else I gotta go look at? Bitch, I'll be sitting there making sure I got paid in a motherfucker off this shit. That's the only reason why they sit here and doing this. But then it's like I'm trying to delay because they did a false fucking claim via the Veterans Affairs, the Medicaid fucking people, DCF, CPS, and SSVF, the homeless program, which I was supposed to do. Shit, Orange County Sheriff Department already know that they did some dirty shit. Like, you really saw the fucking, like, this is Orange County Police. Like, it was about 3 of them motherfuckers trying to hop off. Like, she ain't say this, but Orange County Police Department, they got paid off of this shit, and they was sitting there trying to, hide out like, oh shit, they don't know, y'all betrayed me, and y'all fucking failed me, Y'all knew that, like, it was a whole, when I say the night that I had to sleep outside behind the Denny's trash can, they got the big ass dumpster near Denny's off by the convention center. The Denny's by the convention center, right before you go to the underpass. I'm sleeping outside behind this big ass dumpster with both of my boys and with my special needs son that I did not have his motherfucking wheelchair with. Because I ended up having to leave the fucking rental car at the hotel parking lot where I was staying at, the Holiday motherfucking Inn over there off of the International and shit. No, is that International? Yeah, International and Convention. They wanted me to fucking act like I forgot about that shit. I was like, no, y'all better act like you motherfucking know, because I want every fucking body. I want the hotel, Holiday Inn. So that's a whole, but that's free lifetime hotel stay, ain't it? I'm being more than fucking fair with a lot of this shit. And trying to act like you didn't. And then oh, the Mason laws wasn't part of that. How many Mason's tags did y'all catch on that fucking surveillance? That's if they didn't try to fucking delete it, right? How many phone calls did y'all catch when I was trying to call back in 2024 to go ahead and get the cases started? Oh, the Santi put this, a 2-year limitation on it. Okay, it happened in 2021, 2023, okay, 2024. But I feel like that this should be something because this is with a child. So then, but she was quick to say, oh, he put a restriction on liability cases, but it's like, why would you want to bring up about liability? Because I wasn't concerned about liability. I just wanted fucking justice for them to make sure that they knew it. So at that point, I knew that they knew about baby James passing. And the fact that they was trying to hide the cameras to show and prove how the fuck my son got snatched up and who he got snatched up from. You see? So when all that shit happened, that's why I was like, carry on, do what y'all have to do, because how y'all fucking doing it, I'm still gonna get paid one way or another. And then how they gonna have to fucking pay me, they gonna be going through these people's personal accounts, taxes, they going through sheriff departments, police department, because Orange County Sheriff fucking Department knew they was dog fucking wrong. They knew it. They motherfucking knew it. And any motherfucking body that helped them, they knew they was dog fucking wrong just to try to prove, like, she crazy. She crazy coming after me and she doing this. And then when that nigga pulled that shit, I was like, bruh, I'm glad you keeping the distance. I'm glad you keeping the distance. I ain't even fucking mad at you. And then when I was confronting him about certain things, I was like, oh, so you getting punked. You must have fucked on another fucking police officer again. And then try to get away with some shit. That's how I knew. I was like, yeah. And then for a motherfucker to act like they so fucking scared of the fucking police, why is it that every time we fucking moving around, it's a fucking popo around? That's how I knew it was an ultimate setup. Because it was like, you realize you're not good at lying, right? And I guess he used to feel like I was old, gullible, and didn't know, which I do already have a video up showing where the fuck that police officer was literally sitting right behind him, trying to be at the Dairy Queens and act like he was a fucking civilian. He sat literally right behind us. Literally, what they said behind him. Oh, I'll be wearing these earrings on this day when we get ready to go over here, so like, y'all, these motherfuckers knew. Oh, she's leaving her kids for a long time, or she's doing this for too long, or whatever the case may be. Motherfucker, I gotta figure out how they're gonna eat. And then it was like, it literally got to a point where I knew he was strategically trying to keep me out for a long time. So this was the information that they was trying to use from the VF, the Polynesian Inn in St. Cloud. Then these police officers would literally try to stalk. Like, it was literally, it's a video I have posted last year. It's either on TikTok or here, where basically the motherfucker had his lights off. The cop in St. Cloud had the motherfucking lights off and was literally creeping up the motherfucking street. And then once I turned around, like I came out of the room or something, I think I was either in the car or in the corner, and that motherfucker was creeping. And I don't think he seen that I was standing right there. And when I stand to look up, had all his lights off. All his lights off. And then when he realized that I was there, that's when that motherfucker, like, oh shit, she saw me, started swerving and shit, trying to hit the corner, and it was like, how he was creeping. He missed the turn to go towards the McDonald's, and he kept trying to go, and then he had to turn on his fucking lights. So meaning that even other passing cars, if they had hit that car, they would have just hit that car, and I was like, I can guarantee that dirty little motherfucker would have been really the one trying to say, oh, they hit a police officer. Like, no, motherfucker, you doing some illegal shit, and you know you doing some illegal shit. And then it was like right before it got close to where the Pizza Hut, right before you hit the light, that's when he turned on his fucking car lights and shit. I was like, you dirty motherfuckers. I got footage and everything of them motherfuckers doing that shit too. That's why I was like, y'all keep playing. Keep playing. Keep motherfucking playing. The white boy that was there like, yeah, I got this and I got this. And it was from the Indian kid that was there. So that's when I figured out, I was like, oh, so this motherfucker involved in it and shit. So it was just like, am I supposed to be scared? Because it's like, you can measure a fucking man regardless of how he fucking sit there and try to portray to be. And it be motherfuckers that be going to jail and shit like that, and they be swearing up and down that they hard. Half the time they be the fucking motherfuckers being the bitch in the motherfucking prison. You could tell. You could tell. And it's like, yeah, you was giving up booty up in that bitch. And then when they come outside, they be looking for fucking ways to reassert their goddamn dominance. But they need it, in order to do that, they need a fucking gullible ass fucking female. If not, they gotta be super fucking naive or super desperate to want love. Gotta have daddy issues and shit like that. That's 10 times out of 10. If you just sit there and pay attention, if he got an over reception with bitches in clubs and gotta go here and there, trust and believe me, that is just a form of obsessing their dominance and re-looking for their dominance again, because they lost all that shit in motherfucking prison. That's all the fuck that is. And ain't no goddamn shame in it. These be motherfuckers like, like, you ain't fit to sit here and bother to fuck me. If you can't stand up like a fucking man or whatever the case may be, I don't give a fuck if that's your way of trying to say, stay off of that, stay off of that. No, it ain't no stay the fuck off of that. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's be real and raw about it. Something y'all don't know how to fucking do, and that's who the fuck I am. If you just do not like what the fuck I say, leave me the fuck alone. But apparently you don't want to leave me alone because I'm sitting right there and I'm striking a nerve. Somebody's nerve gets strike. Every time that they nerve gets strike, I'll see that my live will say reconnecting back to live. Because they just sitting there like, oh, we're going to provoke them. Like, motherfucker, if you just in your feelings on that shit, man or woman, don't interrupt nobody's shit because you in your feelings. If you're a big boy or a big girl, put your big boy, mommy, wow, you a big kid now, put your motherfucking pull up on. Take your mama titty out of your mouth. And then it's like they swear up and down that they support. If you supported me, I would have had my money at the beginning of the month. If not, I should have had that shit around 15. And then y'all sit here playing like, I don't know where she is. How the fuck you don't know where I'm at? Y'all been stalking the fuck out of me. Y'all goddamn lie. That's where the shit really just get irritating. But I was like, the longer y'all fucking take this shit, the bigger the motherfucking payout. And the bigger the payout, the more embarrassment they facing with this shit. Oh, well, I get to watch her undress and this. I was like, y'all got sick fucking desires, huh? Well, at least it's just through there. As long as you're not stupid enough to try to approach it like, hey there, can I take you to dinner? You sure the fuck can't not, you sick fuck. The energy is going to be there. These are people that do this shit. And some of y'all, whether you know it or not, it's more people that do this shit than not. And sometimes they be cops. With sick secret fucking desires. As soon as the wife away and the kids gone, that laptop, that computer, or that phone that they bought extra and shit. Church people too. They're very notorious for this. And sometimes, more often than not, whether I know it, female cops and shit like that, when they have secret dark sessions, they do it too. They do it too. And then they like to get like a criminal or something like that, because it's easy for them to control them. Like, oh, you on parole, and you're on this, and you're on this. And that would be one of those situations where you guys tell somebody, that's what the fuck you get. Did you learn your lesson? And if it's not, shit, leave their ass the fuck alone. Let their ass kick rocks. Facts. Cause I'm not the fucking person to sit there and play with no fucking body about that shit. Oh, I'm a police officer and I go to church, but you do the worst shit. This would be a motherfucker that's literally on Pornhub or some shit like that. I bullshit you not. Club secrets out in St. Cloud or some shit like that in Kissimmee. It's like, shouting. And then we having the audacity talking about, well, you know, but these be the ones, you just gotta pay attention to that demeanor and that motherfucking attitude. That shit tell you way much more than what you want to really know or need to know. And whoever the fuck you are, you sitting here watching me on the live and your fucking nerves is hurt. Bitch, get better motherfucking panties and get put on a motherfucking panty liner, hoe. Your ass wouldn't be motherfucking trigger. Ain't nobody scared of your punk ass. Cause as soon as you get ready to do what the fuck you feel like you about to do, cause you bout to battle with a badge, right? Take that bitch off. I guarantee your ass is a little bitch. Your ass be in the grave quicker than you motherfucking know. Cause I'm pretty sure you got way more motherfucking enemies than me. You gotta remember, you gotta stalk and harass and abuse fucking men just to be with you. That's sad. You gotta stalk and harass a man, but you got a badge, right? You don't know how to get a man. That's a single man that don't want to fucking be with you. So since he don't want to be with you, now you want to get him caught up on charges and shit. You a weird bitch. Well, we're going to stalk them and we're going to harass them and we're going to do this to them if this person does this to me. Is you really giving that motherfucking blonde bitch from off of fucking SUV? If you're not going to be with me, what was it? Carisi's sister did some shit and then her boyfriend ended up getting caught up and he wasn't doing nothing. And the probation officer was basically assaulting and stalking him and shit like that. And when he was like, look, leave me alone. I have my family. I'm about to have a baby and shit like that. And then she kept trying to force him to have sex. And then he couldn't, it was like, how can I prove it? And when he had, and Carisi and all them approved that shit, it's like, that shit happens more often than you know. It'll be fucking men that will get out of prison and end up like, in order to shit, you want to stay out of jail and you don't want to go in there, especially, you know, it fucks with your head after being there. But these be ornery ass fucking bitches and they'll play with their badge and stuff like that and do that shit. Sometimes it be people in the medical care that do that too. Especially if you were a criminal and they know you was a criminal. And most of the time it be people that get out of jail. When you get out of jail, a lot of people don't know, like, they qualify for Medicaid. They qualify for food stamps. And they also qualify for Social Security. Especially if it can be proven that they got assaulted, abused when they were inside in jail and stuff like that. Like, if a man, even if, I don't give a fuck how fucking afraid you are as a man, because I know it happens more often to men more than anything. That if you were, I don't give a fuck. If you were sexually assaulted or abused when you was in prison, and you're a man, when you get out, I don't care how long it was before you was in or out, you qualify for Medicaid, Social Security, and food stamps on your own. If you have children and you don't have any sex crimes to you, you can get Medicaid, food stamps, and Social Security because that is part of your rehabilitation upon release. Upon release, that is really part of the fucking orders in when you get out of these places. If they're not telling you this when you get shit, I don't give a fuck if you even go to jail. If you spend more than 30 to 90 consecutive days in a jailhouse, and especially if you were falsely accused or you were accused of certain things and you did get harm, you qualify for fucking Medicaid. Why? That is a form of fucking post-traumatic stress disorder. That is PTSD. And especially if it can be proven, regardless, especially if you was like a juvenile or something like that, this is the information they don't want you to fucking know. Because that shit and that assistance would allow you to get a leg up to be able to figure out how it is that you can move around and about in your life. Whether you feel like you need a woman or the fuck not. And 10 times out of 10, you can do it on your own more often than not. But a lot of people don't take advantage of that because guess what? They so used to the fucking mentalities. Well, shit, my uncle, my brother and them got locked up. So they just go find them a bitch. Like, nah, nigga, why don't you get that bitch mentality out your head, man, the fuck up. And let somebody show you how you can fucking do that. You ain't got to be laid up with nobody. Shit, go fucking heal and recover. Because shit, the shit that happened to you, whether it was intentional or unintentional, that shit is not right. So you have fucking other rights when you get out, so you can actually feel like you're doing something better in life versus, whoa, it's me. Oh my God, because the man let me down. No, ain't nobody letting yourself down but you, sir. Allow certain people to fucking help you. Shit, especially if y'all was fucking men and y'all families wasn't shit and y'all had to sit there and scramble and figure out how the fuck to get the money and shit like that to even get certain bail things. Shit, whether you know it or not, more often than not, there's certain grants out there that a lot of fucking people, when y'all get locked up, there's certain things and programs that's been set up for over fucking, I want to say the last 30 plus years, where there are certain grants in certain communities where they can actually help you get the bail's bond. But however, it's certain stipulations where they need you to get therapy, where they need you to get, like, drug cleansings, AA Anonymous, if you were sexually assaulted and abused and shit like that. It's programs out here, they're just not going to tell you. They'll tell you like, yeah, well, you can qualify it. They ain't telling you the real shit that you can qualify for. They actually really just putting you right back into the same system for you to have to carry the same fucking rogue, dirty ass fucking behavior that is not even meant for you to fucking carry. Let's talk about it. And these are the fucking funds that your government or your city or your county use to go ahead and try to manipulate certain shit towards you. Shit, if somebody fucking torture you, and especially you can prove it, I wouldn't give a fuck. Especially like I said, y'all lucky I didn't come back as a fucking man, because shit, listen, she was doing everything strange to me for all the change that I did not get. I'm traumatized. She keep trying to threaten me because, yeah, I do got a case for this, and this. And even if it's going to make you look bad or whatever the case may be, I can 1000% guarantee they going to be willing to run with that shit versus fucking arresting you. And even if you did something or you did witness something or whatever the case may be, or you knew something, I guarantee they'll be willing to fucking negotiate with you, where it's like, shit, even if you already on house arrest or on fucking probation, they might just extend that. They might just restrict certain things that you will be able to do. Shit, I'll take that rather than them trying to lock me the fuck up. I don't give a fuck who I'm telling on, bitch. That ain't no motherfucking snitch. Shit, because if I'm not fucking, a snitch is the person that's participating in the fucking criminal behavior. That's what the fucking snitch is. Are you participating in it? If you left the shit alone, you are not the motherfucking criminal, and you ain't no motherfucking snitch. Now, if the other motherfuckers decided to keep carrying on, that's their own fucking personal problem. You have nothing to do with that shit, because I guarantee, even with you being on probation and shit like that, Social Security will still help you. That food stamps will still help you. That Medicaid will still motherfucking help you. I'm 1000% sure. And shit, if you getting a chance to stay at a friend house, a mama house, whoever fucking house, I guarantee that shit still fucking help you. Now you just need to make sure you get the right fucking people in your ear to sit there and tell you like, hey, well, shit, I know you can't get this type of thing. Shit, the right people will be willing to be in your corner and help your ass type the fuck up and figure out, okay, how can we get them, a job? What programs do they do have for felons? What kind of places? And if not, shit, I'm 1000% sure if you got a good ass fucking brain, something can be created from that shit. You hear me? Y'all just need to fucking do better. That's what I was trying to teach the last dumb motherfucker that felt I was dumb and I wasn't worthy. Understand, keep your unworthy ass over there, bruh. I don't wait on no nigga to sit there and feel like I gotta fucking communicate to you first because your ass is fucking scary. Grow some hair, and then you can work from there and you can repair any fucking thing. If not, stay where the fuck you at. I wouldn't give a fuck, because even then, I don't give a fuck if the feds was watching and I did some fucked up shit to somebody. I don't give a fuck if I stole from you, lied on you, shit. I can still keep it honest with you. I fucked up. Can you help me? Ain't no embarrassment. That's called ego and fucking pride. And ego and pride will fuck you up every fucking time. Like a nigga try to convince me talking about, well, that's ego and pride, make you miss out on love. Shit, motherfucker, I'd rather miss out on love than miss out on my motherfucking peace and motherfucking happiness. Shit, that's the only time you do that. If it's gonna fuck with your peace, your happiness, and whatever it is that you got going on, shit, let it be what it's gonna be. But if it ain't gonna fuck up your peace and happiness, and you know you can move forward, you know you can grow, you know you can do better, because most of the time God is clearing out motherfuckers that can't go where the fuck you going. 10 times out of 10, the people got something to say about what it is that you're doing, and you know in your heart, and you can see that you growing, you can see you smiling, you can see you getting better, you see you making better fucking decisions. 10 times out of 10, that's gonna make a motherfucker uncomfortable. Trust and believe they're gonna find a fucking way to make sure to fuck it up for you, or tell you how to fuck it up for yourself. If not, they're gonna put other people out and they're gonna put them in your ear or other fucking people's ears. That's why I don't ever get concerned about the next motherfucker. Is you ready to grow? Is you happy? Okay. Y'all gotta be mindful of certain shit like that. But these motherfuckers wanted to stop the truth and justice and then wanted to keep trying to be an enemy to steal your motherfucking money. Because right now, in my situation, all this is motherfuckers trying to stop people from giving me my money because these are people with political ambitions, and then they got these selections and so-called bullshit elections of people that ain't got no business being in position. And they trying to hide like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah, the fuck you did. Because if they really start looking into the fucking financials and shit, and that means the higher ups is coming to your state. You just because you a governor or a mayor of the fucking state, you think you gonna have a say to tell the president that he better not come up in this bitch? You think you gonna have a say to tell the generals that's over all the military base that they can't come here? I'll be there, motherfucker. You'll be put out, vetoed, and aired out, and they gonna put all your motherfucking business out here in the streets quicker than you motherfucking know. I'm telling you. You trying to turn your head and sit there trying to tell a bullshit lie. This is motherfuckers sitting here trying to tell lies on certain shit. And regardless of whatever fucking lie you trying to fucking tell on me, sir, I'm pretty sure what they looking into and them watching the YouTube and going back over my fucking videos right now. It's like she know a little bit too, she knows a whole lot of bit too much. She knows, Rita know a whole lot. St. Pathologist 9 got a whole bunch of fucking, a heap of motherfucking information that she should not know. And then these providers right here trying to hide. Because if they trying to call me, you got to remember who authorized for this motherfucker to fuck with my phone with AT&T? Who authorized the motherfucker to fuck with my T-Mobile? Because the same shit that they doing with my T-Mobile was the same shit that they pulled with AT&T. It's the same shit. So it ain't no motherfucker. It's same shit, different people, the same fucking way. Because you would think I say it a different way. No, y'all doing that shit the same way. The same way. Ain't shit switched up. The type of people y'all doing that, but right now is the medical field. Who else we have in here? A veterinarian. What the fuck a veterinarian is doing? Oh, my bad. The veterinarian kicked in place of the pharmacist because they needed to go ahead and use certain chemicals from a fucking veterinarian versus making it well known that they getting it from certain pharmacies. Brown Pharmacy here in Melbourne. Yeah, that one right there was the main one. The other one was for y'all to use like Orchid or somebody that did certain things with pest control. You see? Oh, well, we can put this in a drink. We can do this. We can go and no, the truth is going to set you free. And all any voodoo or hoodoo or magic that you trying to do right now, that shit ain't going to work right now, shawty. None of that shit fit the word. Because they catching on to see how the fuck y'all been doing it and how the fuck y'all was working the goddamn system. And with them finding that shit out, now it's just like, it's the same fucking people. I can guarantee it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers right now. Damn, I ain't realized Rita was really that goddamn smart. And it took for certain shit to pop off for y'all to realize that shit. That's what I hate about just why I used to just be rogue and be rough on fucking people. Why should I come at you soft when y'all sitting here? You did what? That's why there's a whole lot of motherfuckers that, damn, if she gonna talk to me, it's more men than anything that's sitting there scared than a motherfucker right now to have a conversation with me because of the fuck shit that they did. It's a private investigator that's been sitting there watching. He was like, God damn. Hold on, wait a minute. I like you. Motherfuckers, it's a little weird that you had to do the private investigation, but I like what I like and I like my shit on motherfucking time. And considering that y'all holding up motherfucking time, and I get that you can't rush certain shit, but shit, you sure the fuck can rush and do your job efficiently and effectively and make sure that you get the fucking perfect pictures on and the perfect fucking audio and information on these motherfuckers. Because the quicker you got that information, the faster I can take these whole ass motherfuckers down. And I want they goddamn heads to roll. What she said, my precious Jabberwocky, off with the heads. The fuck? Bitch, I could play Alice in motherfucking Wonderland and the Mad Hatter at the same time. Hello, Alice. Do you know who you are? And how many times I'm gonna keep telling you I need money. But if we give the money to her, what happens? She's gonna have grounds to sue every single last one of us. That's the only reason why they holding that shit up. Cause somebody know for a fucking fact, regardless, I don't give a fuck what you do over here. I'm gonna make sure that the right people gonna do this, and this is every single last one of their fears. This is like, I smell bitch. I can smell fear on you. I smell it. These are motherfuckers sitting here like, damn, if we give her this goddamn money, they sitting there trying to work with the post office. They sitting there trying to figure out who they can notify or something like that. Can we get them arrested before the end? Can we get them to do this? Like, they really fucking in a panic, and they very fucking desperate at this fucking time. Like I said, let them go ahead and run the test right now. Let them do whatever X-ray, CAT scan, PET scan, whatever fuck you need to do. Y'all need to. I got shit to do, and y'all slowing me the fuck down. And the Most High know I'm very fucking irritated about this shit. I got shit to do. I really do. Somebody born in 52, 67. Something's gonna happen at 8:32. So something's gonna happen here in the next 22 minutes. Old claims are coming back up. Hey girl, I think I wanna marry you. I'm not no Bruno Mars, but shit, at least Bruno Mars snorting enough fucking cocaine to know, like, shit, is it worth it? Because shit, I can still do good work. The fuck? These were motherfuckers so desperate, like, she's not going to smoke, she's not going to do, I ain't got no time for none of that shit. I'm just trying to figure out when I'm getting my motherfucking money. Because these are still motherfuckers still trying to figure out how they're going to make an insurance policy, but they need to get tests done for me because the last time they had, it seems like you have THC in your system. No shit, Dick Tracy. Who wouldn't want to smoke some goddamn THC and not want to fucking rock they shit? Like, it literally got so fucking bad, I would literally have to fucking smoke just to tolerate the motherfuckers in the hospital. Literally, just to tolerate the motherfuckers at the VA. Because it was just like, I knew for a fucking fact. It just took for them to say something so fucking little that I was going to sit there and rock their shit. But now, I is just like, Shrita, you know they're finna try to trigger you. But at this fucking point, I'm gonna get my lick back in the craziest motherfucking way. But what's the best revenge you ever can get? That paper. I'm finna hurt them motherfucking pockets. Shit, most of them they ain't gonna, they bank accounts, and most of them ain't gonna be able to fucking work no more. These people won't ever fucking work again. Protects against infirmities. Because it's like, she's delusional because she had this surgery done. Motherfucker, you know what the fuck I have happened to me more often than not. Y'all just did not want to do it because it's a black woman. The fuck? That's all this was. They didn't want to do that, and then the motherfucker was sitting there like, well, she's not going to choose me and allow me to do this, so even if I didn't, it didn't give you no motherfucking right to keep that information away. And let's just say on June 19th, they found them pictures, them ultrasounds, them images that you was trying to get rid of. Your either your Asian, Korean, Indian, or whatever fucking counterparts. Yeah, they kept a copy of that shit because they couldn't figure out why would you not want to give that results to that person. And if anything happened to that person, y'all gonna know that they gonna know that it was y'all that worked with them at the UCF Lake Nona Hospital, and then they gonna also know that it's some of y'all from the Veterans Affairs Lake Nona or Baldwin location in San Juan. They're gonna know it for a fact. Like, y'all holding back this information? You sure you want to do that? And they watching y'all every move just to see if you're gonna try to attack these people's family. If you calling overseas to get other people to do this shit, they already notified the U.S. Embassy. They notified them. Whoever was born in 65, 66, 72, 1967, 1959, they already sent that information out. These are fucking people that can't stand and watch other people heal. That's sad. Because you don't want somebody to feel, oh my God. Somebody's name could be Nelly, Janelli, Juleli, some shit like that. These are motherfuckers just really hoping that they can cause some kind of issues. This is also, if you ain't never had your experience with energy weapons, say you have tendonitis, sensitive ears, sensitive to light and things like that, they can send that and you'll start feeling like your ears is ringing or something like that. But see, for me, I'm lucky I have low hearing in one ear, and I'm not going to say which one it is. But then the other one is sometimes heighten it, and you can tell what it is. You can block it out. But certain people don't know how to do that. So, but you could feel it and you will know it. And they used to get people locked up based off of that, or try to get them put in psych wards when they mentioned it. Like, these people are talking about radiation and they talking about this. And when they trying to discuss that shit on Manifesto 2025. These are fucking people like sitting here like, so you know about the occult. You know how this shit. Yeah, I know how this shit works. When they feel like they doing certain court dates, it's only certain times of the month. It's certain magistrates that you have to do it, and it's particular court cases and particular religions that you have to abide by. If they know everybody on that bitch is Christian, oh, they gonna get your ass. But it will require that that person, that judge, that lawyer, or whoever it is, if you start paying attention to who your lawyer is or something like that, pay attention to what colors that they're wearing for the day. Or if you got a male attorney, pay attention to the color of his tie. The reason being why you pay attention to that, you can tell if they're involved in trying to cover information in your court case. That is called, that's how you would know that they're actually persuading all other parties involved in the court case that magic is being done on the person, that clearly, if they, when they're doing your case, they can know that you can win it, and what you winning and what you can get out of it, but what they can benefit from making sure that you lose it. It's no different than when you watching like certain UCF or boxing games and they pay the players to end up to throw the fight, to not win the fight. That's the type of situation that you're dealing with whenever they're doing magic or illusion spells on court cases. That's what that is. But you pay attention to what, with men, you got to pay attention to the color of the suit they wear that day, or if they come casual, if they wear a tie, pay attention to that. Sometimes if they're wearing a button down and they're the khaki pants and the belt, pay attention to the belt color and the color of the pants that they're wearing. That will tell you everything. Sometimes, you know, shoes will either be brown, black, or whatever. But women, you know, of course, they like to do certain things with their clothes, their hair, if they're wearing certain pinstripes doing cases, if they're just wearing solid colors, pay attention. Sometimes, you know, if you want to know what color that the judge is wearing, pull up to that bitch to the courthouse way before it's time for your case. While you watch all their asses go in, you're going to know exactly what they trying to do in that court case. Because you'll see the judges coming in to the courthouse. You got a private investigator, hire a private investigator to be cornered at the sections of how they will go into that motherfucker. And if they got on particular colors of that day, just know that they looking to persuade any type of court case in that motherfucker. Again, reason being, why do we not want this woman to go viral? Too many people will be. And she said, and because you will have a fucking ground and say, hey, Your Honor, this case is biased, and I would like to be reassigned a new judge, and you being reassigned a new judge will fuck up the whole fucking case that they had set in place. 10 times out of 10, when that stuff is going on, you will get a chance to understand. Outside of doing that, you have the right to not go back to the same prison that they're assigning you in. You can actually go to the next county. If there's a conflict of interest of where you can realize your correction officers or the arresting officer have fraternization or any type of communication outside of that courthouse, and you're capable of proving that shit, guess what? now you got grounds to go ahead and even just get your whole fucking case thrown the fuck out. Because why? That is a formulated and breeding ground for them to set you up. And if they feel like you fucked something up and they fucking on these judges or lawyers at any given time and they all work to fucking together in certain things, that can cause a conflict of interest in your court case. Meaning the case is already set to be biased and there's a chance and possibility on that situation that now you are put into a jail or a prison that could put your life at high risk, meaning abused, beaten, or unalive. A lot of people do not know the laws when it comes to that. You do have a right to be requested. And even though that they sit here and say anything you say or do is going to be held against you in the court of law, you got to understand that shit goes way further than what it is that they sit there and tell certain people, how they tell people about it, and how far that shit goes. If you are a person, say you got locked up or something like that, but you could tell that it was something that was a conflict of interest. Shit, if you have to sit there and shit, if you, especially y'all motherfuckers with these ghetto ass bitch, I need you to go ahead and go get your little friends, especially they 304s and hoes, and they ain't out here getting the information, just know that bitch is setting you up too. So sometimes y'all be sitting here thinking like, oh, I got this. No, baby, that is a setup queen. And they know for a fact that once you go in, that you wasn't supposed to get 96 days or you wasn't supposed to get this amount of fucking time. And you can prove that on the inside, 10 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you 8 times out of 10, whether people know it or not, some of these people, more likely in men than it is in the women, but women, it happens too. If they don't put them in the psych ward, they will really go in there and find certain women that got particular assault charges, part of particular gangs and stuff like that, or they have to sit there and see what type of, how you call it, there are charges of how long that they are locked up into these prisons. And then say you're a female and you got innocence. These will be people that will call to these precincts, meaning it'll be arresting officers, lawyers, or judges, sometimes bail bondsmen and probation officers. They'll sit there and connect these people to call to these places where you could be set up. So say if you was in Orlando, those people that I mentioned before, they will call up to 33rd. And if they got friends on the inside that is, you know, the correction officers and shit, hey, I need you to make sure you set up this, and they give or take, they'll give them like an extra, you know, 80 to 60, $100, or sometimes $1,000 on these people's books, especially females, or on that commissary, and they will literally go get these girls beat up. Or they will pay somebody that they know that can do certain cybersecurity on the inside to shut down their cameras on the day that they're doing assaults. And then it's like they'll get them to manipulate the time lapse of where the camera is rolling. And most of the time they're not paying attention to the time lapse. It's like, where was, you know, 1 minute and 14 and 6 seconds go? Where did that go? So if you're not paying attention, it'll say about, you know, 1 minute and 26 seconds, and then it's running to 1 minute and 40 seconds. But it's like you can tell when it's been a chop edit in that video. And they will set those chop video edits up on whether you in female things, especially if they know that these women are getting, you know, essayed or unalive and stuff like that. Let's use the example. What's that girl name? Sandra Bland. Let's use another one. I Can't Breathe. That wasn't no fucking coincidence. All those shits were not. What was it? The boy with the drink and the Skittles. Zimmerman. That was a hate crime. They didn't want to do something because guess what? Zimmerman had ties in Sanford that if anybody really looked into his case, go see what kind of friends he's hanging out with currently today. Somebody, if they wanted to go back into that motherfucking court case, it's somebody right now that sit on the board, on the judge's board, the law board right now, that's participating in the bullshit that they doing to me at this current time, that the governor, if not the governor, the mayor all fucking knew. They want to pull the old fucking thing like it was motherfucking Watergate. This is not fucking Watergate. We're not in Bill Clinton motherfucking era. We're not part of them, okay? But these are motherfuckers that expect you to not do that, and more often than not, when you're getting certain medical care and stuff like that, they'll take advantage of it where when they doing this, well, it seemed like that kid had this bad behavior. Or when y'all getting arrested, especially if you're a woman and you had like, if you have more than 2 kids, They take advantage of that and then be like, well, you were sleepy. You could be depressed. You might be just missing your kids. And then you end up getting beat up or getting assaulted, or they try to get people to pick on you when you trying to, eat and just trying to figure out this thing. They sit there and try to torture you. If not, they'll get correction officers to try to, torture you while you sleeping, coming in to SAU. They'll let them, the big butch bitch in that motherfucker to come, Big Bertha coming in for her motherfucking snack and cookie and shit like that. And she doing that because, hey, well, shit, they said they can give me this amount of time off my case, or shit, they said they can give me this type of commissary. They told me I could get my own personal TV and shit like that. You got to be fucking mindful about that shit. With men, they just gonna really set them fucking men. Like, what other fucking thing do you not want to fucking do? And what's the last thing you ever want to experience? Being essayed as a fucking man inside a prison. That's the last fucking thing a man need after fucking getting fucking locked up. But 10 times out of 10, if you do not know about your bails bombings and shit like that, y'all got to start doing that due diligence instead of trying to figure out who the fuck locked up and looking at that shit. I'm trying to figure out who y'all friends with, who. Okay, so you work for the sheriff department. Okay, this motherfucker work for that sheriff and they work for the PD. Okay, well, when I seen them out, they hung out with this person. This person looked like a correction officer. Even if you got to start a bullshit fucking thing, okay, well, what prisons did you used to work at? Okay, shit. I don't give a fuck what fucking type of character I gotta play with your ass, but once you figure that shit out, right there and then, somebody you gotta know, your case can be dismissed based off of that fucking information. And if you find out that any time during that time where you getting arrested and it's like consecutive within that week and they had to handle you and they participated in any form, shape, or fashion in your motherfucking court case, all of their asses in whatever case, regardless, I don't give a fuck if you got charged for fucking murder, your case can be dismissed. If you ever was wondering. That's too much information for certain these people. I wouldn't give a fuck if you had a gun charge. Shit, you kind of delayed that shit. You gonna have to prove that I did some type of sexual abuse or a hate crime. That's what the fuck they will have to literally prove. It was either a sex crime that resulted to the death, or I did a hate crime. That's the only time that they can sit there and still hold you against that thing outside of, abuse or neglect or harm to children. Those are the three things that they can actually hold you, regardless if you're going to get the person reassigned or moved. Because even on the inside, you can still make sure you put in a request. Rather, they be like, well, you can get a court-appointed person to do this. And 10 times out of 10, the court-appointed person is not prepared or prepped to sit there to actually defend you at that time. And they be knowing that shit, so they take full fucking advantage of that. Instead of you just sitting there like, shit, well, as soon as I go in, can I get to the library? Y'all got a right to get to the library. If not, as soon as you get in, you can request for fucking books to come in. And I want to say at minimum, you can request 2 books at a time, if I'm not mistaken. You better start reading through the motherfucking books. Hey, I need a pencil. I need something. I need a notepad or whatever. And if you can get a motherfucker to at least put like $60, I'm pretty sure it's what, $2 to $3 for you to get you a motherfucking pencil and a notebook and read them 2 fucking law books. You better be turning into a motherfucking beast in the motherfucking law and that shit. Especially when you know you facing a chance to get unlawfully fucking arrested for some bullshit. You better sit your ass down with that fucking law book. Because if it's a conflict of interest, you can still get your judge recused or reassigned when it's time for your court case. I don't even give a fuck if you're pending to wait to be sentenced. You can get a judge still fucking removed. You just gotta fucking prove the fact of how they are being biased and there's a conflict of interest. Shit. What they said, do you want a piece of party with this? I sure the fuck do. Sure the fuck do. The right fucking people will come in and they will, if they want their information, they'll get it. But you want to refuse to sit here and do the right thing because there's certain people that sit here talking about, well, do I say so? Listen, fuck all that street code bullshit, sir. If you're no longer participating in the motherfucking crime, you are not a motherfucking snitch. I don't give a fuck if you did do shit, you falsely, hey, that type of shit will still get you fucking immunity. Shit, 10 times out of 10, they want the bigger fucking people than your ass. Okay, you confess to this. You can, okay, what kind of information you got for me? And especially if you're not worried about fucking state motherfuckers, at this point in time, my type of shit, that's federal. These motherfuckers know they facing fed time. This ain't no local, county, state, city shit. No, it's federal. Because the only thing they had to fucking do was just run it up. Run it up. Whether we had to sit there like, hey, it ain't no gag order, but a non-disclosure. What's the time lapse? It means there's only the only longest that they could have made me stay quiet about this shit was 3 years. If they had did the right thing months ago, 3 years, they would have had grounds to go ahead and do the gag order, and it would have lasted for 3 years. But considering that they didn't want to do this shit, now it's for to go public. Because even if I don't say nothing, I'm 100% sure that there's a fucking news reporter or certain people that they got internationally willing to leak this type of fucking information in, whether they knew where the fuck these people came from, whether they here on visa thinking that they was participating in their bullshit. Somebody felt that this shit was more interesting than anything. They doing what? They doing what? And they willing to go ahead and exploit the fuck out of this shit. Right on. Right on. 40 rounds is what they used to say. If somebody fit to drop some shit on some people, and it's gonna be one person come out, I didn't see anything. What are you talking about? I didn't see anything. And they was the one that participated in this whole shit. I'm hearing something is fit to happen within a matter of fucking hours, if not days. The prophecy shall be fulfilled. How many days we got left in the month? About 5, 6. So by the first, if this is not going to be by the first, by July fucking 15, this shit will be international. Watch and see what the fuck I say. It's going to be some crazy ass shit. And it's the major talk about this shit is about the lies that they were trying to do, the false judge, and then try to make enemies and then get people to steal somebody's fucking money. I'm asking you for my money so we can avoid this shit. But these are the same people that don't realize like, well, I can hold it and we can do this. Okay, go ahead. Because somebody knows for a fucking fact what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm absolutely right. This is literally somebody saying, well, I would have gave them their money if they just had shut up. Okay. All right, DeSantis, you had every fucking right outside of all these motherfuckers, fucking state general attorney, fuck all these other motherfuckers. DeSantis, your word is a fucking law over all the rest of their motherfucking asses. You didn't want to say nothing? Cool. Bet. We had it to the motherfucking first, but actually you had at the 1st of June. You felt it was okay to keep playing with the bullshit for them to keep doing the shit that they doing versus let me get this girl her fucking money. At least I can do my motherfucking part. What the rest of these motherfuckers gonna do, that's gonna be on their goofy ass. Hold it tighter. Do fucking better. You had a fucking better chance, but I can guarantee you all facades is about to be broken because what if I'm getting what I'm picking up in other energies outside what I'm having to pick up on y'all motherfuckers religiously, esoteric, occult wise. Hey, it's certain fucking people with this shit that y'all feel like y'all don't feel is coming. Because I'm telling you, if y'all ain't gonna get this shit together in fucking America, I don't want to be a motherfucking America when this shit pop off. I sure the fuck don't. Whatever the fuck these other motherfucking countries is planning, I don't want to be a motherfucking America. I don't want to be a participant of that shit. A player or whoever, whatever fucking country it is, hey, can you holler at me? Because I'm not fit to drop the name of the motherfucking country. You fuck with me? Because if you fuck with me, I'll fuck with you. That don't make treason. That don't make me motherfucking nothing. Because America sure the fuck show me disrespect. They don't give a fuck. I respectfully had to ask these motherfuckers for my shit. Respectfully. And then they use these funky ass, fake ass religious motherfuckers. They more devilish than the shit they trying to fucking portray somebody else to fucking be. Dirty ass motherfuckers. Run me my shit, man. That shit be irritating in a motherfucking. But I'm telling you, it's the fucking truth. It's gonna be some shit. The longer y'all fucking delay and the longer y'all fucking keep playing, somebody's gonna leak some recordings, some videos, and some shit that y'all thought was gonna be so top secret and quiet as this motherfucking kept. It ain't shit quiet. Cause I'm getting it's gonna hit international before it hit back to the fucking United States about the shit they fit to leak. And it ain't gonna be shit about my motherfucking YouTube, but they gonna be able to utilize my motherfucking YouTube to match up the fact that, yeah, it's true. Cause this is what this person is dealing with. This is what this person going through. So y'all would have had a whole bunch fucking better chance for the energy to be different because I really would want to read different energy. But it's like, hey, it's other motherfuckers claiming that they going through certain shit. No, motherfucker, y'all look too motherfucking comfortable to do certain shit that it ain't no fucking way y'all going through that shit. You too comfortable. I know what the fuck comfortable is. I know what the fuck when shit moving, smooth selling. But for them to sit there try to block for me to re-up on my, to get my real estate shit, for me to go ahead and use CNA, and in order for me to use, my nails or finish my motherfucking barber shit, like that's too much fucking money for me to be able to do that. Y'all sat there and utilized and took my information for me to do my E-trades and my day trades and my stock fucking market. Y'all gotta remember that shit. It ain't the other way around, so it ain't a bitch being irresponsible. Y'all wanted to keep stealing my motherfucking information to keep doing fraud shit. You gotta remember that shit. Y'all had to use a fucking motherfucker from the Philippines, Taiwan, and fucking Singapore to help y'all asses with that, and from India. The fuck? Don't take away y'all motherfucking food is good, but goddamn, certain shit you just don't do to people. And then y'all sitting there willing to fucking try to poison a motherfucker. So it's like, y'all sitting here trying to say she got an eating disorder. Who wouldn't fucking have an eating disorder if every time that I turn around, I'm trying to eat, you poison me. The shit that you putting in this shit last time caused fucking miscarriages and shit. Ain't no way, bitch. Y'all know what the fuck my DNA is. Don't fucking play with me. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, I ain't ever been no motherfucker to try to baby trap no motherfucker to make them stay. Nigga, the streets is always calling. I ain't just the one to be in the streets like that, but you are. You see? But y'all need a fucking lie to sit there and then interrupt a person when they actually trying to heal. You knew a person was grieving and you took advantage of that shit? How dare you? Predatory ass motherfuckers. But you sit there acting like you got power. Motherfucker, you weak than a motherfucker. How dare you try to talk about my authority? What fucking authority? That you a liar? For no fucking reason? You looking to justify bullshit? You got other motherfuckers trying to hide in the motherfucking background about what fuck shit that they did, and you allowing it. You motherfucking allowing that shit. But I'm telling you, somebody for to leak y'all motherfuckers real quick though. They gonna leak this shit. I don't give a fuck how much fucking magic you doing. I don't know who gonna leak it, how they gonna do it. But whatever the fuck they gonna leak, it's gonna make over here look very fucking weak. And they gonna take full fucking advantage of it. How dare you try to do some shit still from a motherfucker and we still broke in the fucking United States of America. Like, the fuck? That's ass backwards. It was crazy just to see how the fuck they was talking on TikTok. What's the problem with America? You know what? The insurance and all this other, they was eating our asses the fuck up. I was like, damn. I was like, shit, try to sing the song, I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know you're not fucking free. Because the man who motherfucking died is probably sitting there tossing and turning in motherfucking spirit, having every fucking aneurysm and conniption at this motherfucking time, being beyond motherfucking disappointed and shit. This would be the type of shit that you don't know if you pissing and shitting type shit. Like, what the fuck? If you just didn't get it, you'd be okay. But what the fuck? You can be proud to be a motherfucking American, or you just be fucking in shame and disgrace. Like, we got fucking people acting like this. Can the real fucking people of justice stand the fuck up? Because clearly we ain't got none of these motherfuckers. It seemed like a lot of motherfuckers trying to chase the motherfucking dollars versus trying to do the right thing so we can have fucking order and balance. The fuck? We need fucking order and balance, and y'all creating more disorder. But you want to create a tower moment. Like, what the fuck? A woman king at that. Shit, I don't give a fuck. That's what I was born to motherfucking do. And that was the fuck I was born to do. That's what the fuck I'm going to do. And if I got to sit there and correct your ass as a fucking man, your motherfucking failed you. Your mama fucking failed you, bro. I don't give a fuck if you had both parents in the house. Both of your motherfucking parents failed the fuck out of you miserably. It's certain shit that you don't do. Fair is fair. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is that they did. If they ain't fucking intentionally trying to kill babies and kids and shit, clearly these doctors and y'all lawyers and whatever the fuck y'all had planned to do, y'all do that shit intentionally. You did it to me. So I wouldn't put it past certain people that is struggling to fucking speak up about that shit. But however, a lot of these motherfucking people, you find them on the little show, the white underbelly type bullshit. They strung out on motherfucking drugs. They fucking probably damn near halfway to their motherfucking deathbed because guess what? Didn't nobody believe them. Or it was somebody that did and they got fucking punked or beat down into the process of it where they didn't have fucking support. What kind of fucking justice in America am I fucking living in? Is this ain't the motherfucking American dream that I ever fucking dreamt of, where everybody should get a chance, criminal or not. 10 times out of 10, half the time y'all motherfuckers are operating off of criminals mentality. Whether people want to believe it or not, most of these business mogul motherfuckers, you want to know what? They actually thrive off of learning off the criminal mentality. A lot of these fucking people that are in high positions right now, they thrive off the criminal's mentality where they come down and they try to go figure out what's the strategic way, the structure of how they try to figure out how they run their shit. And that's how most of the time these motherfucking moguls learn to get their goddamn money. It ain't because they came up with it on their own. They ain't come up with these systems on their own. 10 times out of 10, when it comes to certain real estates and shit like that, they just take advantage of the fucking poverty of it because it's like, well, they don't see this, but they got to come down and watch y'all hood motherfuckers move that cocaine. They watching y'all asses move them weapons. They watching y'all asses how y'all trying to build up certain shit like that. But then you become a terrorist or a fucking threat when they feel like your position or what it is that you doing, you starting to get up the fucking ladder and they gonna beat your ass the fuck down. Especially if you of color. That's why I get disappointed in some of y'all motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what your, if you got motherfucking melanin, I don't give a fuck if you came from India, Korea, China, Japan, Africa, I don't give a fuck where the fuck you came from in the world. Your ass got that motherfucking melanin in you, or you was raised in a particular way similar to how black motherfuckers used to get whooped. They want you down. You ain't gonna ever be fucking white enough for them motherfuckers to accept you. Ever. And they gonna make sure when it comes to certain things and positions, and when it's time for them to do that shit, they gonna make sure you always remember that shit. You ain't white enough. That's why that shit disappointment where I'm sitting here watching motherfuckers bleach their skin to become lighter. Shit, even in fucking Korea, they making themselves whiter and whiter and whiter. Baby, the caste system, if you really fucking knew better, the blacker you were, the more higher in hierarchy you were. But the ass backwards are for them to westernize y'all ass. The whiter you are, the more respect you get, right? I guess I wasn't too light-skinned enough for them to hear that shit from me, right? But if I was a little light-skinned shit, looking like this shit, I guarantee, oh, we gonna let this go, because shit, bitch, I'm pretty even with this brown-ass motherfucking skin. I'm still beautiful, but I'm gonna talk my shit. I just talk a little bit different. It's a real hard ass knock life. It be motherfuckers talking about it's a hard knock life. But y'all ain't have to see the shit that I had to see. I seen real fucking demons. I sat with the demons. I grew up from them. I know hell. But you want to keep creating hell to a motherfucker who had to live in the jungle? Respect it, man. Do better. It's not fair for... I don't give a fuck what it is. It's somebody that learned something today. It's like, damn... There is programs for this. It's hope for any fucking body. I don't give a fuck you got locked up. I don't give a fuck if you got cancer. It's so many motherfucking things that you can do so you can still smile and have a better fucking day. Ain't no reason for anybody in this motherfucking world to be fucking depressed. But it's all we doing is living around motherfuckers who depressed. Misery loves fucking company. God forbid that you can think for yourself, speak up for yourself, and know what the fuck right and wrong, evil and light, dark or light, red pill, blue pill. God forbid that you choose what the fuck you want to do. You don't want to be involved, but you just want to be neutral and see that there's a better fucking way regardless of what today may fucking bring. Today may bring me hate. Today may bring people want to talk shit all day. But there's still a possibility that today can bring me the best day of my motherfucking life. Today is a chance that I could fucking smile finally in fucking peace and the comfort of just fucking smiling. God forbid that I just fucking smile. That shit get irritating, and then you gonna have the audacity, oh, you getting emotional. I'm passionate, bitch. It ain't called emotion when you're passionate about the shit to actually feel that everybody deserves that shit. That shit boils my fucking blood. How dare you? Because whoever the fuck you are, I want to see you for face to face, but I feel like I'm dealing with a bunch of cowards, man or woman. I respect the men, and I can't talk down to you, and I can't disrespect you and give you the harsh words that I know that I should give you, and that's the reason why I have a better fucking heart in the soul combined with all of y'all motherfuckers working as a huge ass fucking conglomerate. How the fuck I got more heart? Sometimes you need fucking love. Love ain't a weakness. Love, motherfuckers that consider love as a weakness are bitches. They never healed their mommy and daddy wounds. So that's where I can fucking say your fucking parents failed you miserably. I didn't have none. They were cold. They were shitty. And didn't nobody help me get nowhere where the fuck I'm at but me. But I still find every fucking reason to still help people that I know don't fucking deserve it. Because God will even tell you, regardless how ungrateful a motherfucking be, still be of love. I ain't gotta like y'all bitch asses, but I'm still of fucking love. God forbid that I'm a woman with emotions because I can feel it. That's why I fucking stay away from people. That's why I'd rather be a fucking recluse, because I feel too much shit, and some of you motherfuckers ain't ready to fucking process that shit, and that shit hurts. Imagine looking at people's in their fucking eyes and you can tell fucking death is around the corner. You tired. How tired you gonna be fucking be? I'm fucking tired. Are you not tired? Oh, you tired because the truth coming out. The truth will set you motherfucking free. That's how I find happiness. That's how I find fucking peace. How would you feel if somebody took your fucking baby and you know ain't shit happened? How you will feel? Because some of you motherfuckers gonna start feeling my motherfucking pain, and I've been praying on it. Because it's like, God, I don't want the fucking revenge. I don't want it. And even though I know I feel like a lot of you motherfuckers should pay blood for fucking blood, a life for a life. It's not for me to discover that. It's not for me to call it on you. But I'm telling you, it's a lot of shit that is too many fucking injustices that I feel like people should not have to go through. And if it's black people, aren't you tired of your people dying? Aren't you tired? Because I am. And I don't give a fuck if I gotta fucking obliterate a lot of you motherfuckers to make my point valid. I don't care. God forbid that I'm fucking passionate. I fought to get where the fuck I am. Half of you motherfuckers couldn't say that you did half the shit that I did. I'll be damned if you sat there, brother. I'm grateful that you laughed behind my back, because laughing in my motherfucking face would have put y'all bitch asses in the fucking grave, and I ain't got to use a fucking bullet to do it. I got enough fucking rage in my motherfucking body that I got to sort through every fucking day. Every day that I don't get a chance to eat, every day that I don't get I can't even fucking walk in peace because you're too busy doing shit that you ain't got no motherfucking business. I'm tired of fucking fighting, but if I gotta fucking fight you, I guarantee I'm gonna take your ass down every time, and you gonna do the bitches fucking dirtiest shit ever. I can guarantee it. You don't ever disappoint. It's never become a fucking disappointment. But a prophecy I can give to some of you motherfuckers: let me not get my shit, and you feel like because you got the right to tell a person to release or do something, it's going to be a judge that you're going to be recorded and you're going to be taken down in the middle of the time as you doing a court case. You will. There is doctors, surgeons, anesthesists, and fucking nurses. You will be arrested on the fucking floor, and whoever runs your motherfucking hospital ain't going to know what the fuck to do because they're not going to get a fucking notice. Imagine that. Because it's about to fucking happen. I demand and decree it because it's going to motherfucking happen. If justice ain't going to be motherfucking served and y'all ain't going to do the right shit. DeSantis, if you keep fucking around and not making sure these bitch ass motherfuckers give me my shit, Your ass is gonna go down right along with their ass, and you will be motherfucking removed. Rubio will have to take your motherfucking place, but Rubio gonna have to give me his fucking fake ass apology. He wants your position any fucking way. The fuck? So if he gotta give your bitch ass up, and you probably thinking it's your fucking wife. Nah, sometimes it be the motherfuckers you doing fucking crimes with, nigga. Yeah. Oye, mi cubano. Si tú no lo sabes, recuérdalo. I just need you to know that. You want to forget where the fuck you came from? Te olvida tu sangre. Don't fucking disrespect that shit ever again. But I promise you certain shit will fucking occur. And whether you sit here saying I concur, ain't shit to concur, my motherfucking guy. Ain't no motherfucking threats. I haven't even made a threat towards your motherfucking life. But for your position, it's somebody coming for your shit. And they mean business. And how they mean business is to give up certain shit that you were supposed to do back in March. Actually, you supposed to did that shit at the beginning of the year. And if I had to be fucking correct about this shit last September, you chose not to do your fucking job. And you chose not to do it again in January. You chose not to do it in March. And you sure the fuck chose not to do it right now because you well fucking aware of the situation. So try to play like your ass ain't, you don't know. Whoever you are, Trey, Terrence, or whoever the fuck you are, you going right the fuck down with the rest of these motherfuckers. Justice is going to be served. And it's going to be blind justice. And y'all going to try to figure out how come she worked against us. You'll see why. You'll see why. Because it's supposed to be unity, right? You supposed to be stopping certain shit, right? How the fuck am I telling criminals how the fuck to make sure they get justice? And they going to get it. You ever overwhelm the fucking court system where a judge had to sit there and be like, how is it so many cases like this? Because it's bitches like me that exist. And you trying to take a bitch out like me. These are motherfuckers that be willing to protect me by all means necessary. She got the real keys. You see? It can't be a motherfucking retarded ass motherfucker trying to say that they taking credit for my motherfucking shit. But I'll be damned. You should be tired of getting fucking outed about y'all fuck shit. You should be tired. But I'm telling you, somebody coming for your spot. And if they ain't come for it right now, November it will be. The religious motherfucker, don't worry about you be taken out by the end of this month. Especially if you was born 71, 59, 1962. 64, 52. You other motherfuckers still born in 1932, 37, shit, 41, you'll die on your own accord. So I ain't worried about y'all motherfuckers. It's okay if they don't fucking listen. They'll be listening before the month is out. They'll definitely be listening before the new year, the not even the motherfucking new year. What you call it? Independence Day. They'll be listening in. They're gonna listen in. Because it's going to be some crazy ass shit that's about to happen. Prophecy and prediction. Don't call me what the fuck I'm not. I ain't got to be called a prophetess, a seer, all this other shit, trying to call blasphemy. Oh, I'm going to get this type of work. Ain't no fucking work that any fucking practitioner can do at this motherfucking time. And they should have fucking warned your ass. If she get too fucking mad, you got a problem. Because what she said, Katy Perry said, you going to hear me fucking roar. And I roaring a little bit too much, and for me to get tired, hey, whoever you are in the church trying to contemplate for a truth to be known, in the proceeding, it's about to be known. And whatever the fuck they fit to make your ass pay up, you gonna pay that shit up. ASA motherfucking P. ASA motherfucking P. Because I really want to say RIP to your bitch ass, but ain't no peace for the motherfucking wicked. AKA, there's no rest for the wicked. If you want to be politically correct, sit your bitch ass the fuck down. Because all y'all crimes is fit to be revealed in the worst way. And if anybody want to keep playing this Ten of Swords bullshit and feel like I can hold on to it because of this, and I can hold on to this because of this, all right, because your political ambitions, carry on. Let that shit not hit before. Let that shit not hit before this weekend. If not before by the 1st. Let that shit not hit. I promise you it's going to be a lot of fucking shit that somebody, it's a news reporter saying, just say when, baby. Just say when. Shit, let that shit circulate around the world for these motherfuckers to go ahead and know exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Because it is literally a fucking news fucking person waiting for me to say when. Hold on, hold steady. Hold steady. Hold steady. Because if anything, the 27th will be more fucking effective. Isn't that today? Nah, that's tomorrow. Oh, Friday shit. Let that shit drop on a Friday. That's fucking up everybody's fucking weekend. Let's fuck up everybody's fucking weekend on that. That's gonna fuck up everybody's weekend. They want to cause me hell shit. Let them know what the hell is. Because y'all was real adamant to try to go ahead and hit on a person's life. And if this is something that I know what it is. Y'all know y'all supposed to be stopped that shit a long time ago. But stopping somebody how to get their fucking money from it, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because the lies dried up a long time ago. Y'all was trying to carry on some motherfucking lies for the last 9 years. Kiss that shit goodbye. What's up with this? Like, hold on. I want to work with you. Because I was hesitant on doing this shit in the first place. But it was somebody that even was doing this bullshit. A king of pentacles. And try to act like, I did try to give them fucking information. No, you didn't. Shit, these motherfuckers that did try to tempt on my motherfucking life. It's like, shit, well, hold on, Shookfoot. Let me help you out real quick. Out here snaking motherfuckers and shit like that. And then it's like the embarrassment. Y'all embarrass y'all own motherfucking self. She's a brat. She's spoiled. She's immature. Ain't no immature. It was nothing but hardcore facts. It's only immature to a motherfucker that don't know how to speak the truth. You see? It's only immature motherfuckers that don't know how to speak the truth. It'd be the motherfuckers that's the immaturest motherfuckers that don't know how to do certain shit. That just sit there and swear up to God that somebody fucking immature. Again, a snitch is a motherfucker that sit there that is participating in the fucking crime with motherfuckers, regardless if you did or not. If you're no longer a participant of that shit, let alone a willing, or you're being a forced participant, shit. That don't make you no snitch. You're being forced to do something against your free will that you're saying that I don't no longer desire to do. Report that shit.